What in here?
It says be quiet in here.
Who said that?
Place.
The play? What?
The thing.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. I'm so confused. Oh, you've gone live. I have to send the link to my mom. I sent it to her whatever we did it last week or the week before, but now Facebook has that thing where you have to like, for Messenger, you have to punch in the code or whatever.
What? Punch in the code?
Yeah, it's like they've added WhatsApp basically to Facebook Messenger.
Oh yeah.
So it's all like, you know, it's supposed to be secretive, so you have to punch in a code, otherwise it doesn't keep your messages. And she's like, I can't remember my code.
I have never had to punch in anything.
I mean, I guess you're lucky. I don't know.
I guess so. I think I'll get my wife the nice tits display.
Say that one more time.
The nice tits one.
The nice tits?
Yeah, because it's just got a bunch of tits on it.
Oh, birds.
Yeah,
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second bird reference I've gotten the last week.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were playing Redfall. Tank was like, I got a new gun. It's called the Grackle. And I'm like, that's a bird.
Grackle.
Yeah.
Ah, the nice tits and nice boobies one.
Ah. When's the next gaming night?
I don't know.
Board gaming night.
I've been too busy.
Ah, fair enough.
Busy with a lot of. What is this display?
What is this? Oh, yeah.
Electric green vomit? What?
Oh, yeah, I was going to Facebook.
Is happening? What's up, Tank?
The tank?
The tank is here. Let me pop us out the
Kurb. Wow. I get a special
Kurb.
I get a special spelling.
How the frig do I pop this chat out? Pop out chat. Nailed it. God, I'm so good at popping chats. Popping chats like they're callers, y'all.
Wow.
Right? It's crazy.
Okay. Where's my mom? Here we go.
Go, Jesus. It's your birthday.
Is it Jesus' birthday today?
I don't know. That's a display that says, Go, Jesus, it's your birthday.
Jamie, like the podcast. If you can hear me, thank you, Jamie.
She's liked it already. Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. I haven't even gotten to the podcast page yet. Holy.
I had to send it to my mom. Special typo just for Kurb.
Wow. Kurb.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Beauty.
Did you hear me
Special
talk about you,
Kurb.
Tank? I literally just talked about you.
We were just talking about nice tits.
Nice tits and boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey T said, I guess I'll buy the wife a shirt that says nice tits on it or something like that. And I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh, wait, you're talking about a bird, right? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's the second bird reference I've got the last week, because when we were playing Redfall, you were like, I got a grackle. And I'm like, that's a bird.
Don't grow up. It's a trap.
Is that a Facebook meme?
I don't know. It's
Sounds like a meme.
It's a displate with a cat having a blue lollipop. Being all like, look at my blue lollipop. And I'm like, ooh, bloppy.
Bloppy, bloppy,
A blue lollipop is a
bloppy, blop, blop, blop.
Blibbity blip, blap, blop. Is this a chair?
What's Grackle-lackin'? Oh my god. Very good.
Oh, shorts? No, subscriptions. There
Very
we go.
good.
Here we are. Yes. Just live on the 5.
How was the evening, Tank? I was tired. Obviously.
Colton.
Where's Colton? YouTube?
YouTube.
Bitch.
I better sign into my non-personal account.
Popping Cheeves in Redfall right now. Oh shit.
Popping Cheeves?
Yep.
Who's Cheeves?
Achievements.
Oh.
A Chaves.
A Chaves.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Cheeves are.
I popped all the Chaves in Her Story.
Oh.
On stream.
Nice.
And I popped a few in Yakuza.
Yakuza.
And a few in Redfall. I don't think I played anything else. that I can remember, anyways. Yeah.
Wow. Popping cheeves. A chave. Ding.
The ones you did in Redfall didn't count for me. I'm doing them. Yeah. Oh my god,
That's
that game.
so stupid. I mean, that's just like what was that other game we were playing? Generation Zero.
Yeah, Gen
Where
Zero.
It's like, oh hey,
it's exactly the same.
Quest.
Great,
I don't. Now none of us can.
I don't know. No, well, I mean, you could do it in single player, but
yeah,
it should be like Borderlands. Do you remember Borderlands when you would play multiplayer?
And you
would complete it, and then when you got to it in single player, it would say, "Hey, you've already done this quest. Do you want to skip it?"
Oh yeah.
And the one that I got for our friendship level wasn't there the next day. Oh, fun! What a cool glitch-free game.
100% glitch-free.
It is pretty fun, but the story is trash. I'm over now. Thank you, Colton. Appreciate it.
You didn't have to come here.
Colton is 300,000 point snap score.
Just got the notification, Jamie. Thank you.
It's a fun game, though. I've had fun playing it.
Yeah, good.
It's just,
Yeah, just one of those things.
It could be better. I'm sure it'll be like, I don't know, another game, but it'll get updated with cool things as it goes along. I kind of expect it to be like Grounded a bit, Tank, where they just keep adding stuff in. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a crafting system they add in eventually and stuff like that, Just a sort of title that gets worked on. It's going to be like No Man's Sky, I feel. Where it's like, it really, gets worked on and turned around,
I don't get that feeling.
Why not?
That's a pretty unique company to do that.
I mean, it's on Game Pass, so they already got their money's worth. But like, just like Grounded though, like how's Obsidian making any money off Grounded?
I mean, didn't it just come out?
Grounded? Yeah. Okay, technically it did. But they've been working on it. I mean, look at 76. I mean, it's not really Bethesda though, it's Arcane, but yeah. I mean, it is owned by Bethesda, which is owned by Microsoft. But Fallout 76 is better than when it launched too, though. So, but there's no microtransactions in Redfall yet, whereas Bethesda Fallout 76 definitely has them.
All over the place.
Nah, not all over the place.
I don't know. I've never played it. All I've heard it was trash and didn't bother.
You got to make your own opinions up, sir. It's like Fallout, but multiplayer.
But also trash.
That's not trash. It's not trash.
I know it's trash because I have a friend who only plays garbage games, and he loves that game.
Maybe they add more game modes. Yeah, maybe they'll add like a PvP mode or something like that. Not that I want that, but
a colony raid mode,
like Hordes. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Horde mode. They could add new maps, new cities. They could do anything.
Oh, in Redfall.
Yeah, they already had that in Fallout 76. Anyways, I played Fallout 76. Not a lot, but a bit, and it was fine. I enjoyed it.
It's not the best choice.
It's Spacer's Choice.
That's true.
If you enjoyed Spacer's Choice, you'd enjoy Fallout 76.
I enjoyed a lot of Spacer's Chow. That's for sure. I actually don't think I ate any Spacer's Chow in that game.
I'm looking forward to see how they improve the second one.
Yes. I haven't done my corporate scumbo run yet.
No? I might do it. I don't know.
I just haven't had any time to do anything.
Yeah.
I played 20 minutes of Dredge this week, I think.
Oh yeah, I was hovering over the buy button. Just hovering over it, but no. Oh, I played the Raft.
Oh, the Raftivity.
Yeah, I better mark that down so I don't forget. I was like, I'm sure I played something else. Yeah, there's not a whole bunch to talk about this week.
No, it was a really busy week for me, but most of it's secretive.
Oh, no. I'm trying to think if I did anything else, really. Did I watch anything this week? Besides American Dad?
American Dad?
I don't think I did.
We're on the last episode. We only watched the anime, but we're on the last episode now.
You haven't watched the last one again?
We watched half of it. It's a double wide.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's like 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh. Can't go wrong with American Dad. You guys should watch Barry on HBO. I don't have HBO.
Barry.
I don't have HBO.
Will Barry.
We're waiting for Ahsoka?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing. Oh, and then Secret War. Or is that what it's called? Secret Invasion. Yeah. I wonder if Disney Plus is going to do them both on the same day.
Probably.
30-minute eps, 8 eps a season, 4 seasons. And what is it about?
Barry.
Oh, it's about Barry.
Yeah.
Right.
Barry and his convenience store that has a secret tunnel in the bottom. And then the bottom.
Really?
That's a word.
Is that real?
No.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's about. Probably some teacher in Wisconsin disciplining his kids with a rod of God.
I saw an episode. No, that's not. I saw a clip of an episode of Kim's Convenience.
Yeah.
I've never seen the show, but what's his name? The guy that was on Star Wars. He's like Kim, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know he put on a fake accent in that show.
Straight Canadian, that guy.
No. It's Chinese accent.
Yeah, I know. But he's straight Canadian.
But like, I didn't know that's what it was in the show. He's like, well, I can't do it, but he's just like a Chinese accent. And I just was like, oh. Hitman That Wants to Be an Actor, starring Bill Hader and Henry Winkler. Henry Winkler's alive still? Wow, I thought he died.
Comedy.
That's crazy. How old is Henry Winkler? He's got to be like 80 years old.
Let's find out. Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
He's an American actor.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only 77.
I said he's like 80 years old, so
yeah,
I was right.
His wife was born in 78.
Same age as me.
Yeah.
I could have married Henry Winkler.
You could have. You fucked up.
Damn. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, just a 30-year
age difference. That's okay, though. When you're 45 years old,
doesn't really matter.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? I was thinking about that at work, though. Like, okay, when you're like, if it's 40 and 20-year-old, then it's like weird. But like, is it different when it's like you're 90 and it's a 70-year-old?
No.
Yeah. Anyways.
Depending on how much money you have, it could be 90 and a 20-year-old.
Yeah, and Nicole Smith. Oh my God.
Just milk it. Get your bag. Don't matter.
She's dead too.
Who?
Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah?
She died a long time ago.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah.
How old was Fonzie in Happy Days?
He was supposed to be like 20.
27.
Yeah. There's a lot of... I haven't seen the Happy Days in a long time, but there's a lot of interesting things for the Happy Days.
Who's the richest actor from Happy Days?
Ron Howard, obviously.
Henry Winkler.
No, wrong. It's Ron Howard.
Ron Howard was in Happy Days?
Yeah. Maybe it's because he's not an actor anymore.
Probably.
But he's definitely the richest from Happy Days. But as an actor, yeah, Henry Winkler probably.
Does Fonzie marry Pinky?
I don't know. Do they marry?
No. They almost married, but changed their minds.
Now
it's just who's Fonzie, all this Fonzie stuff.
Fonzie stuff?
Yeah.
Did Fonzie jump a shark? He sure did.
I guess it is Henry Winkler. So.
What, the most?
No, Fonzie is Henry Winkler.
Yeah, I know that.
That's why we're getting all the kinds of Fonzie stuff.
I get it.
I thought I clicked on some Happy Days and then it just went for a ride.
There's also an episode where, like, I don't remember what Ron Howard's character's name on there was, but his like younger brother walks up the stairs at the end of one season and never comes down again. They just wrote the character off the show.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Just walks up the stairs one season and
never to be seen. Oh yeah, Richie.
The Richie Bros.
Yeah.
They have an auction.
What's the Professionals one? Do you know which one I'm talking about? The auction house? We're the Professionals.
Oh.
Do
Is that local?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ritchie Brothers is all heavy duty equipment, machinery stuff, and like super big trucks.
Yes. Super big trucks.
Super big. Fuck, I better double caffeinate.
Oh, do it.
Since I was up before the crack of dawn.
Do it. Last crack of dawn. Damn, I wish I could remember that auction company.
Frontier Auctions?
Yeah, that's what Frontier Auctions. We're the professionals. Not a whole ton to talk about this week. There wasn't much news going on. Oh, I did see that they're doing the Jeff Keighley Summer Games Fest again this year, and everybody signed on to go there, basically. So E3 is pretty much dead, but it's going to have Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, everybody's there. So hopefully I can have that day... Excuse me, I won't be working or whatever, so I can live react to it. What the hell was that sound? Oh, the stupid voice listener thing activated for some reason. And it's throbbing now. I mean, the Jeff Keighley parts are pretty cringy, but it was interesting to watch that last year and see everything. I'll have to wonder if Jeff Keighley's best friend Kojima will be there again. Or what else they'll show. Last year they showed off Death Stranding 2, which was pretty interesting. I think they showed off a bit of the first episode of The Last of Us. I think they showed more Redfall. We know how that turned out. Yeah, I'm excited to check her out. Oh my lord. Good old Instagram. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm excited for it anyways. I hear Mikey T coming back. He's here.
I've returned.
Rejoice.
Oh, let's get a water too.
Damn, water boy over here. Staying hydrated as fuck. I just have my Monster. That's all I'm doing. It's officially summer here. And I know that because the AC was on upstairs. And that means I have to wear like... Oh yeah, I wanted to change this. I have to wear long underwear, basically. I wanted to change this. Yeah, like this. I wanted to be like yours.
A hot change salad. Salad change. The change you can feel.
Frontier Auction Services, the professionals.
Professionals.
There we go. Is that better?
Woo. I only got 2 left.
Uh-oh, you better order more, dude.
I don't get paid until Friday.
That's okay. Charge it. Then you just pay it off on the card.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my cards to 0 before I start adding more.
Yeah, but adding what is that? Anyways.
I know, I'm just going to put it on there and have
You're just going to do it on Friday anyways. So just pay it off on Friday. What you normally would do, and then put an extra 30 for your gurus.
Extra 130.
130 for gurus?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 2 flats.
And that's $130?
Well, I think they're 60 each.
And that's how many? 24 cans?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Ends up being $2 and it's 50 each.
Guru.
So it's 100 and 120 shipping.
I'm gonna make my own energy drink called Goo Woo.
Goo Woo.
Where's my boy Frank? He's on a hunger strike.
Yeah, I don't have any food for him.
He has to eat like dry kibble, so he's like he's in a state.
He is in a state. He's like, give me the stuff.
He wants the good food, but there is none. So
Yeah.
he's being a rascal.
I ordered it 2 weeks ago, and it hasn't gotten here yet.
Yeah, so he has to eat the cheap stuff.
Cheap, quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, $62.99 for 24.
Crazy.
The yerba mate is currently on sale for $52.99.
Oh, there you go. You need to switch to like water,
I got water.
but just straight water.
No caffeine?
No, get the caffeine pills. That's got to be cheaper, right?
Yeah, way cheaper,
Yeah.
but less tasty.
Less tasty.
Less tasty.
Less tasty, mate.
Free shipping on over $75.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't signed up to be a Guru ambassador yet.
What the hell?
I forgot.
Jeez
All about
Louise. Yeah, then we're
Guru's
supposed
been
to do
around
the
since
scam.
99, dude.
Nah, they can't have been making gurus, though.
Yeah, Guru, 100% natural energy drink, $19.99.
Poor Frankie, baby. He'll survive. He will survive.
They were probably the first natural energy drink to provide our friends with clean source of energy to sustain their demanding lifestyles.
But it was probably like a guru, like in '99. It was probably like Guru Cola.
No, it is Guru energy drink.
I don't know, dude.
I'm looking at the can right now.
There was energy drinks in '99.
Yeah, it's called Red Bull.
Red Bull's been around since '99.
Red Bull is... How long has Red Bull been around for?
If it predates Red Bull, I gotta call bullshit.
1980.
Red Bull's been around, in Thailand or something since 1980?
The Thailand one, yeah, and then the first Red Bull energy drink was in the 1987 launched.
Wow, crazy. OMG Curb. I'm getting OMG'd at.
Oh my god.
Why
Store
am I-
locator?
Why am I getting OMG'd?
Trois-Rivières, Montreal. Use my location, dog.
Trois Rivières.
I use my location as like 7-Eleven, 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 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
7-Eleven. Oh, I can 3.5 kilometers away in Osoyoos.
3.5 kilometers away? Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, 2.7 kilometers away in Kamloops, 3.5 kilometers away in Osoyoos, and then 3.8 kilometers away in Kamloops.
Very good.
What?
That's crazy.
What? What?
What?
This address makes no sense. It's giving me an address that's on the highway in Valley View, and there's no 7-Elevens over there.
Yeah, I guess not. Which is weird. There should be one over there.
Yeah, right? I mean, there's 2 on the North Shore, there's 4 on the South Shore, except for Valley View. Wait, what's this one? Tim Hortons? That's Tim Hortons. Oh, they're pointing at the SO. It's saying it's a 7-Eleven, but it's not.
Oh. It's an on the run. While you were gone, your little thing started throbbing over there.
Which one?
The little puck-shaped one.
The puck shape?
The little Alexa thing.
Oh, yeah. It wants me to review something.
Oh.
Alexa, clear notifications.
Okay. Yeah, while you were gone, it was like, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's usually when I get an order. It'll do that.
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, but I haven't ordered anything
Okay.
in this month.
Tim Horton, here's a who. Famous hockey man and donut maker, Tim Horton.
Yep. Did I tell you I was looking through YouTube and it was like the difference between American and the UK Tim Hortons. I'm like, what? There's Tim Hortons in the UK?
And why does it say American?
Oh, because there's Tim Hortons in America.
Yeah, but it's a Canadian company.
It was.
Well, yeah, okay. What's the difference between them?
I don't know. I didn't watch the video.
okay.
I was like, what? Find a location. Oh, wow. There's a frig ton of Tim Hortons in the UK.
Oh, crazy. Canada is in North America. Yeah, we got the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah, sure did.
It's North Canada. Good news, though. Apparently, within the next couple months, Canada's population is going to reach 40 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Tim Hortons in Ipswich.
Oh, really? What about Dunwich by the Shire?
Oh man, there are 46 Tim Hortons in the UK. In the GB.
Okay. That's not that many. There's like 46 in town here.
I know. We should do a video where we go to two Canadians visit every single Tim Hortons in the
Let's do it.
Let's do
it. I quit my job right now. We'll hitchhike all around the GB to go to every Tim Hortons.
I mean, we could just walk it.
That's like there's that old couple in the States that went to every Cracker Barrel. And there's like hundreds of them.
I mean, it'd just be like walking a Cranbrook going across the GB.
Except it's raining all the time.
No, except it's
and you're
raining
gonna get stabbed
several times.
Yeah, exactly. Knife crime rampant.
Acid splashing crime rampant.
That's only if you're like bringing shame upon the family.
We go to Braintree and Ipswich and Gloucester. Ooh, we go to Washington and Bolden and Chester and Sheffield.
Ah, Sheffield.
Yes. And Birmingham.
Got to walk through downtown Manchester to get to one.
Yeah, there's two in Manchester.
Yikes, baby.
Filming the entire time.
4 stolen GoPros. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy, mate.
I mean, we could do all of the ones in Scotland.
Ah.
There's 3 in Glasgow.
Oh, wow.
4 in 5.
In my game I was playing, they talked about Glasgow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or we could do all the ones in Wales. That would be super easy. There's 3.
Yeah.
Except none of us speak Welsh.
Yeah, I think there's English is probably 24/7 live stream for content. Yeah, that'll be October 10/10.
October 10/10.
Yeah. 10/10.
Hello, Tintin.
280-hour stream this time.
280-hour stream. Very good.
Yeah. Even longer. Wait, what was the last one? 120? 240-hour stream.
Wow, double the content for double the fun.
Yep.
Double curb sleeping.
I just need to get an extra long USB cable so I can move my camera around. And also I need to get a better data package on my phone so I can go for a walk and live stream a walk. Because...
Just get some Amazon's Basics cables.
Yeah, I'm going to. Because the camera, like my webcam's cable's like this long.
Yeah.
365 24/7 basement tent city. Wait, whoa. Am I pitching a tent all that time?
All that time, you just pitching tents.
Multiple passing outs from blood loss.
I don't know. I don't think it takes that much effort to pitch a tent.
I don't know, dude. But if it's 365 days straight.
Oh, yeah.
For Bavi. Oh, my God. The Bavarian gamer.
Just loves that tent.
Indeedy.
To wear sweatpants the entire time.
Yeah, basically.
Just like whisper thin.
Oh, really? Just the sheerest pants that you can find?
Got to see some bulge.
Oh, my God.
When the tent pitches, it's much more clear.
Yeah, but it's like one lone movie night. I'm going to have JB from BC on there eventually.
Hello.
To do a movie. We're going to watch Totally Rad and Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. But it's like one long movie night. Oh, okay. And then what else? My roommate's going to be on one time watching a movie.
Yeah?
Yep.
Nice.
Don't know what yet, though. I'll let him decide that.
Just marathon all of the telephone cards in Yakuza 0.
Curve's just dead after 4 hours of erection. Yeah, exactly.
Just be there, just sit there, be awkward the entire time.
Getting all the... No, we're not playing games, we're watching movies.
No, you watch all the...
the erotic
cards,
videos?
The erotic videos.
You don't get erotic videos from the phone cards. I was mistaken. You just get them from meeting other ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only have 3.
3 phone cards or 3
No,
erotic
3
videos?
erotic videos.
Yeah. You have to do the quests with all the girls.
Nah.
Yeah. Or like befriend them and stuff. So the girl that works at the
Convenience store.
she has an erotic video.
Yeah, I finally found the dominatrix.
Finally. Very good.
It's like, okay, there we are.
I have a lot of phone cards though. Yeah. When the chapter ended, I was like, God damn it. I want to keep going. That'll be tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll play that tomorrow.
Do it.
The sun will come out for
Tomorrow.
Majima. So we're back to Majima.
Yes.
Goro, Majima.
Goro.
Curb and the Hunt for Erotica. Exactly. Exactly. The Eternal Hunt.
The Eternal Hunt.
The Wild Hunt, like in The Witcher.
The Witcher Wild Hunt.
Yeah, dude.
That's DLC.
No, that's what Witcher 3 was called.
Oh.
Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt.
That's another game.
Yeah, The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about things.
The DLCs were interesting in The Witcher.
You get horse armor?
No, because it doesn't matter if his horse dies. You just get a new one. And he all calls it, every
Roach?
horse is called
Every
Roach.
every
Doesn't
horse is
matter.
Roach.
It's just
Roach
Roach.
2, Electric Boogaloo.
No, just Roach. It doesn't matter.
Roach 2, the new batch.
There is one quest where Roach talks to you.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if you're high or what, or you cast a spell on him, but he like talks to you. That's in like the DLC.
Yeah.
It's not in the main game.
Huh.
Yep. Especially since the witch doesn't age in The Witcher.
Yes. Witches don't age.
Yeah. The Witcher doesn't age. Can still die though. Can still die.
He can die, for sure. Lots of Witchers die.
I don't know what the next Witcher game will be, if it's Geralt or if it's going to be Ciri. I think people will be upset if it's not Geralt, probably.
Probably.
Or maybe they'll use whatever Witcher they add into the show when what's his name leaves. What's his name? I'm saying his horse gets old or dies, and he calls them all Roach. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
What's his name? Superman?
Superman?
Yeah.
Henry Cavill?
Yeah, Henry Cavill, when he leaves, and they bring in the other Witcher, played by, like, a Hemsworth.
Oh. Ronald Hemsworth.
Ronald Hemsworth. Yeah, I believe they're bringing in the father to play Witcher.
You should probably play The Witcher 3 on Easy too.
Why?
I don't know. It's what this article says.
No, The Witcher 3 on easy? No.
Easy 2.
No.
Not Easy 1. Easy 2.
Just play it on normal. It's not that hard. Maybe the original Witcher. Oh, wait. The Witcher 2 on easy? Is that what it says?
Yeah. No, The Witcher 3 on Easy 2.
Oh, okay. I could see you playing The Witcher 2 on easy, because that one is way harder than The Witcher 3.
On Easy 3.
I don't think there's multiple easy levels on The Witcher. I didn't look, though.
Why? The Gap, a podcast mostly about video games. You should probably play The Witcher 3 on Easy 2 Electric Boogaloo. What does that even mean? Oh, that's because he's done a second video on it.
Oh, I see.
Episode 660, The Gap podcast.
That's a lot.
Beers of the Kingdom.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. A podcast mostly about video games. Maybe they do like a podcast a day.
Yeah, it must be
A
like
daily podcast.
daily or weekly.
How do you even find that much to talk about?
I mean, we could talk about bullshit every day or every week.
Make
We
like a
do.
half
Wait,
an hour
we do
long
that all.
podcast?
We do that
No,
every day.
We do that
every
all the
week,
time.
anyways.
Every week we talk about bullshit.
But yeah, we could do it totally every day.
Make like a half an hour long podcast?
Yeah,
45
easy.
minutes?
Easy.
Probably.
Could talk about anything.
Yeah, we talk about city skylines.
No, I refuse. But no, you could. Yeah. Anyways, it's not that hard. The only question is all 660 episodes entertaining? That's the thing.
Probably.
They're probably fine, I guess. I don't know.
Probably fine.
Probably fine.
I'm no comedian, so I don't know.
Excuse me. Boogie and Wings fought last night. Maybe I'll talk about that on the podcast. Let's add this here. Boogie v Wings. Why did it do that to me?
Who's Wings?
Wings of Redemption.
Oh, Wings of Redemption.
It's another lol cow, you know?
Whoa, weird.
What?
I put the girl filter on.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the microphone's in my way, and it put lips on the microphone.
Oh, really? Sexy.
Very.
The girl filter doesn't work too good when you have a beard.
No.
Meow.
I put the teen filter on, the old filter on, and it just made my forehead bigger for the old filter.
It's a receding hairline filter.
Yeah. I like have a tiny head in the teen filter and then just a huge head in the old filter.
You look smarter.
Let's 5-brain it.
Exactly. It's cool though. I'll allow it.
An Adele.
An Adele filter? Excuse me. You'd think I wouldn't yawn after going to bed at like 11 and waking up at 9:30.
Right? You went to bed at 11?
Dude, I think that I think when I drink an energy drink, it gives me really weird dreams.
You drink an energy drink before bed?
Well, I had a nap yesterday too, and I dreamt the weirdest dream. The main thing I remember is that I found a new Monster flavor, and it was creamy garlic.
Oh man, yeah, you got some weird dreams.
Creamy garlic Monster. I just dreamt I was in a convenience store, and they were just fucking around. So I yelled at them because they weren't working. And then I tried to buy an ice cream sandwich, but they gave me a hamburger instead. And then I went back and I was like, I bought a fucking ice cream sandwich. And then when I went to the freezer to get the ice cream sandwich, I accidentally grabbed a can. It was a tall can of creamy garlic Monster.
God, that sounds disgusting.
I know. Oh my God. Why is it creamy? Oh God.
When you Google search creamy garlic Monster, it comes up with nothing.
It was like, the can looked really cool though.
Yeah?
Yeah, the design of the can was cool. Just had a nice, like, it looked like it would have been refreshing if you just saw the can.
Yeah.
It had a nice white, like, creamy look to it and everything, but then it's like creamy garlic. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It was very weird. Very weird.
Ugh. Creamy garlic and also carbonated.
I don't know if it was carbonated.
Was it thick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was like, well, we call it in Canada homo milk.
Yeah. Homogenized.
Yeah.
What do they call it in the States? Fat milk?
I think it's just called whole milk.
Oh, yeah.
On TikTok, a guy randomly came up and it was like, are you British? Are you English? Or are you British? Are you Canadian? Or are you American? Let's decide by saying these words. And it was like, what do you say what this sign is? And it was like a bathroom sign.
Yeah.
And it was like, if you call it a restroom, you're American. If you call it a washroom, you're British. But if you call it something else, you're Canadian.
A bathroom?
Yeah, no, there was another name.
Call it Dunny.
Yeah. And then there was whole 1%, 2%. Yeah. What was the other one? Oh, it was oh damn it, I can't remember them all. But as soon as you said like, what is this? I'm like, oh, I know the answers to all these.
Yeah.
Because I know like in Canada we call it something different. Oh, it was pencil crayons.
Pencil crayons?
Yeah. In the UK they're colored pencils. In America they are something else, but in Canada we call them pencil crayons. I can't remember what they are. Colored pencils. Yeah, colored pencils. And in the UK it's something else, and then we call them pencil crayons here. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, they just call them colored pencils.
No, there was another name too. I can't remember what it was though. But it was interesting because as soon as he said them, I'm like, oh yeah, colored pencils. Canada for sure.
Though it looks like...
Or pencil crayon.
It looks like PEI and some other Eastern provinces call them colored pencils.
Yeah.
And then Newfoundland calls them leads.
Leads? Pass me the leads. I always call them pencil crayons.
Top comment, Newfoundland, we need to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Other comment, what's the point? You won't understand them.
Yeah, there's that true too. No kidding. Yeah, I can't remember what the other ones were, but yeah, it was like, oh yeah, okay.
r/found the Canadians.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like whole milk, homo milk, and there was something else they called it in England, but I can't remember what it was. Homogenized. It's a good time.
Mayo is better than ketchup? What? Mayo is different.
We have 1%, 2% skim, half and half here as well, but yeah, we call it homo milk. And there's also whipping cream that you can buy. And we can get milk in a bag. Actually, I don't know if we can get it in a bag here anymore.
East Coast, I think, is still milk in the bag.
Yeah. But I don't think you can get it here. I haven't seen it in a bag in a long time. The other
I remember we used to get it here.
Oh yeah. I remember getting it as a kid, having it in a bag. People like to send me a picture of like some grocery store that was selling peanut butter, but it was in like a styrofoam tray with saran wrap over it. It was some store in Canada that was selling it like that.
Weird.
Someone, I think it was Fluff Tape, sent it to me and just was like, Curb, explain this. I can't explain it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Found this on r/Facebomb, and the guy's like, was just about to post that, and our OP's like, sorry for getting to it first.
As though that was the Canada, found the Canadian.
Found the Canadian.
Yep, it's true.
Canadian graffiti. Yo mama loves you.
Yes, it's true though. They can always tell us. Say please and thank you.
Oh, there's a Canadian skunk called Kix.
Called what?
Kix.
Kix the skunk?
Kix the skunk.
I don't get it.
Nothing stands out? Not a problem. Come by and visit anytime, eh?
I don't get it.
He's Canadian. Canadian skunk.
I don't get it.
I don't know. He said A.
That's
A?
it? That was it?
No, it's it.
I don't say A.
You don't say A?
No.
I'll find it. And you'll be like, oh, A?
No, I don't think so.
You'll have done it. And I'll be like, gotcha. Canadian, confirmed.
Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
Mosh tried to say that on stream one day. Because I was like, do I sound Canadian? And Mash was like, no, you don't sound Canadian. And then Mosh is like, what do you mean? He says A all the time. I'm like, I never fucking say A. He's like, I hear you say it on the podcast all the time. I'm like, I think you're hearing Mikey T say
A. Probably, eh? I'm a true Canadian.
I am as well. I just don't say A.
That's too bad.
Sometimes I do. Just not that often.
Just not that often.
No, not that often.
Hey, Sonny. It's only when you got your horn up to your ear. You're like, hey,
oh, wow, that's old school. Speaking to my horn.
Speaking to my horn, eh?
Yeah.
My horn, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Confirmed, eh? Oh, got him.
I get it. He's horn A. He's horn A. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's cool.
Should I wear a hat too today?
I don't know. You need a haircut before you can wear that hat, I think.
You think so?
I don't know. You got the wings going on with it.
Yeah. I definitely need a haircut.
I don't ever see you wearing a hat, so it just looks a little weird.
No, I need a hat when I'm in the Jeep. And I got the top off because the sun's hitting me right in the face hole.
The hat won't blow away?
I'm only going 20 kilometers an hour.
Why are you going so slow?
Because you're rock crawling.
Oh, so you don't have the top down when you're driving on the streets?
It all depends on the day. I did yesterday.
Okay.
Cruise around with the top down.
Is it automatic?
No. You gotta take the panels out.
It's probably pretty light too, eh?
Yeah.
I just said A.
Got him!
Damn it. My life is a lie.
Well, should we go ahead and start this here show up?
Sure should, eh?
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Welcome to the Streamvoid podcast, episode 128.
God damn!
Oh, that was unexpected.
Whoops, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Now you're
Everything's going crazy over here.
Crazy.
My apologies.
I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is Kurbstomped.
Bonsoir.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers. Literally everywhere, though we don't tend to post everywhere all the time. You're listening to the Streamvoid podcast. Yep. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yes.
But mostly about us.
Mm-hmm.
And we just talk about ourselves. And sometimes we talk about each other.
Do we?
I don't know.
I don't find that I talk about you very often. I don't know. I guess I do. It'll be like, on the podcast, we talked about this, that, and the other thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is May the 14th, 2023.
Oh, my God.
The year of our Lord. As it is. As it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that out of the way, how was your week?
Well, summer's here.
Summer is not quite here, but it's technically here.
It is here. It's like 30 degrees out.
Yeah.
I know it's summer in my house because it's like, oh, I'm freezing in the basement. I better put on a hoodie and long underwear. Just so fucking cold, dude. It's like a meat locker down there already.
I wish.
Oh my God. So
I'm going to walk out of this room sweating my bag off.
Yeah, it's nice down here. I like it. Yeah, the AC's already pumping in my house. Because upstairs it's kind of livable when the AC's going, you know?
Yep.
But downstairs, I don't know. I need to get like an industrial fan that blows cold air upstairs or something like that.
Just leave the door open, all the windows open.
Well, downstairs? I do.
Yeah.
I do. I've plugged every vent, but it doesn't matter, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's just naturally
cold.
cold.
Sinks.
Well, it's naturally cold down there, and anyways, it is like a fucking root cellar down there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a basement. I have this room that we're in is completely insulated.
Well, my basement's insulated too. All the walls have insulation.
Yeah, but this is like a tiny room that's insulated, whereas yours, you have more of an openness.
Yeah, but even my bedroom is, whatever. I guess, is there insulation in this wall over here? Well, you did it everywhere? Okay.
Yeah, it's all set.
I only have insulation on the exterior walls, so maybe that's part of it.
And then there's 2 computers and 2 dudes in here heating the place up.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways.
So it'll get warm, toasty in here.
Yeah, I just have to get like the winter blanket out and everything.
Yeah.
There's like twice a year, there's like 2 days in a row where it's like, oh, I can sit around in shorts.
Yeah.
T-shirts. Because the AC's not quite on yet. And it's warmish outside, so the basement is a nice temperature. But yeah, it's either like, oh, then the cold snap happens, it's freezing, or winter or summer starts, so the AC's on and it's freezing. So, anyways.
Double freezing.
I mean, and there's vents and everything down there. It's just, I don't know. It's because it has to blow for so long upstairs to get it cooled down.
Yeah,
it's just like
just blows forever downstairs.
Anyways, for me, let's see here. At work this week, I was just doing whatever.
Yep.
At the warehouse and at the store, and pretty laid back week, It ended up being working extra at the warehouse. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, the owner's out of town, so like his son is at the warehouse, and I maybe he's just fucking around a lot when his dad's out of town.
Oh yeah.
Because I had to do like extra time at the warehouse to, I don't know, he said to help catch up or whatever. And it's like, why am I helping catch up? Like, what are you doing over here? So anyway, I don't care. I just do it,
Yeah.
It's fine, but his dad's back next week, so we'll see what happens then.
Nose to the grindstone after that.
Probably. I mean, whatever. No skin on my balls, really. So, and then I was in the office, and it was fine. They were, I don't know. Nobody was annoying this week, really, but they have like somehow they decide they're like, oh, we're too busy to deal with anything else. So they put a sign on the door. It's like, oh, we're busy. Only very important, things can come through the office. And it's like, I'm like, what are you doing that's so busy that you can't do other things?
Payroll.
They don't do payroll.
Yeah.
So I showed up and the sign is on the door. So I went out to like, my coworker on the floor. I'm like, yeah, that sign doesn't appeal to me. Like, it's not for me. So like, you can come in and ask me anything. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what they think they're doing that's taking up so much time that they can't do anything else. Because every week they'll be like, oh, there's nothing for me to do right now. I'm going to go early or whatever. And it's like, why all of a sudden this week is it just so busy? Anyways, it's fucking stupid. I bought all this hardware from China.
Yep.
Like S hooks and like quick links and all that shit. And I made a whole listing of it and I bought it all. And I was like, this company we buy from in China, most of them do this stuff in like metric. Mm-hmm. But everything we bought before was imperial. So I'd buy like a 1-inch S hook.
Yeah.
But they don't come in 1 inch. They come in like 25 millimeters.
Yeah. That's the best.
So I had to like, when I ordered them, I had to like compare like, okay, we have this and I need this, whatever. So I made a whole listing and I bought them and everything. I had my paperwork. And when the stuff came in, I just assumed like, oh, they would ask me about it, but no, they don't. So the woman is trying to like figure out everything and compare it. And she doesn't even know what the shit's called. So I'm looking at it and she's like labeled this down as like, I don't even know, like a rope or some sort of clip or whatever. I'm like, that's a wire clip. She's not. Anyways. So I just was like, she's not asking me. They can fuck it all up. And then if they want it to be fixed, they'll ask me later. I'm not getting involved in this. So, and then the other stores are calling me and they're like, what the fuck is taking so long with this hardware? And I was like, yeah, I just bought it. They're not asking me about it. And he's like, what's so fucking hard with just sending a list and getting us to do it? Because they would send out, what they want to do is they want to make sure we're taking the old items and recounting them under a new barcode that matches the ones that I bought, right?
Yeah.
So then they can order them from the warehouse in the proper, they don't get like extras or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, they're sending me like, we count the S hooks today. And that's it. Nothing else. Like, why are we spreading this over like 10 fucking days? I'm like, so I'm sitting in the office with her behind me and I'm like, I can't say. Like, he's like, yeah, I know you can't say, but like, what the fuck's going on over there? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not involved. Like, I can't say. But it's just like, yeah. I can understand why you would be so fucking like, just why are we wasting all this time? Why doesn't it just get done?
Yeah.
So that's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game, eh?
Yeah, just waste time.
Waste time one hook at a time.
Basically. Other than that, I mean, just the usual. Like, I ordered Leatherman for the store.
Ooh.
We get the order in. It's like, I ordered 6 and they sent 66.
Did you pay for 66?
Well, it was on the bill, 66. Yeah. So I emailed them like, yeah, I ordered 6 and you sent 66. I want to send these back. They're like, oh, so sorry. Our apologies. So I'm sending them back. But it's just like, oh my God. Like, I guess it's like, you double tap 6 by accident. You don't notice whatever. Yeah. But it's like, makes a whole fucking pain in the ass for me.
Oh,
anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I was like, well, do I want to just keep them and we'll sell them at Christmas, discount them? And I was like, fuck that. It's too much effort to keep. That's like $2,000 with a fucking 60 Leatherman. Like, no, I'll get rid of that. So anyways, that was my fun week at work.
That's a good week.
What about you? How was your fun week at work?
It was okay, I suppose. Didn't have to go out of town. I stayed in town. Yeah. I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I got too much stuff to do here.
Nice.
Because a lot of the people from the island are... one of the guys from the island is coming here. I was on vacation, but normally he would come here to work in Kamloops. And there's another guy who's going on vacation. So they're like, hey, we need your help down on, doing stuff down here, paperwork stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing. I'm like, I don't understand some of the stuff you guys are doing. I don't understand any of the prices or your formats or anything like that. So it's been a little bit of a learning experience getting through all of that.
So, like, what do you mean? They do different pricing down there? Different pricing structure?
Yeah.
Is
different
it like
pricing structure, different quotes and everything like that?
So is it not standard across your company or what?
No, because they've negotiated differently down there
Oh.
for certain vendors or certain contractors.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all different. I'm like, I don't know how you guys do your things because we have this bit separated out and there's all in one. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Fun.
So I'm just doing like stamping prints.
What you can.
What I can, yeah.
Yeah.
And leaving the rest to the guys who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But we had a piece of hardware get shipped out to get repaired. It's called an optical time domain reflectometer.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a fake thing from Futurama.
Right? That's actually what it's called.
A reflectorama?
A reflectometer.
Oh, reflectometer. Wow.
An optical time domain reflectometer.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it just basically shoots a laser down a fiber optic so you can see everything that's on that fiber optic and the length of it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see every little activity on it. If it's a splice, if it's a connector, if it's whatever.
If there's a little nick in it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see all that.
Crazy.
By shooting a laser and measuring how long it takes to get back, right?
Yeah.
Or end. So it wasn't charging.
Oh,
So we sent it off, and I'm like, hey, get this fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, this costs thousands of dollars. Get it back, and it's
doesn't-
still not charging.
So they just took it out of the box, turned it on. Oh, yeah, it's holding charge. Put it back in the box. Send it
I
back.
don't know. I don't know what happened. And they're like, oh, did you try another charger? And I'm like, yep, okay, I'll try another charger. It's still not charging. It's like, well, maybe it's the charger, and plug it into the other machine. The other machine charges fine with that charger for that machine. I'm like, oh, well, what the hell? So now I got to email them and be like, hey.
You didn't
guys
actually
messed up.
do anything?
You guys didn't do anything. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. That's cool.
And these machines cost tens of thousands of dollars.
So it was like Friday, buddy plugged it in.
It's working.
Turned it on. It's working. I don't know what they're talking about. Send it back.
Probably.
Rad.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And then a couple of our contractors were in town.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to hang out with them a little bit. They're from another they formed their own company.
Oh, yeah.
And they came up and are helping one of our competitors do some stuff.
Competitor?
Which is all right by me because they need work. Because they had just started this company up.
Yeah.
And they needed work. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we got to hang out with them a little bit. Took them off-roading.
Oh, yeah.
Got the Jeep up to a 25-degree pitch, which is the highest I've had it.
Oh, were you scared?
That was a little bit nerve-wracking. Because when you get it up that high, to that kind of pitch, you're more into being pushed into the back of the seat rather than down onto your butt of the seat.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're like feeling it on your back. Like, oh, man,
I'm
this
going to
feels
tip backwards.
weird.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the rollover angle on those things is like almost 50 degrees.
Yeah, when you're
Before-
going slow or
yeah.
whatever. Unless
So
you're
it's
going
not-
really fast and then you turn sideways and it just fucking does flips down the highway.
The center of gravity in the Gladiator is pretty low, so,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, and yeah, we went out again and flew some drones around.
Oh.
Got far away from Kamloops because one of the guys hasn't flown his drone in forever.
Oh, yeah.
He bought one of like the Mavics when they first came out. And that was right before you needed a license to fly
yeah.
them. So it's fun. We went out, flew that thing around. It's huge and it's loud.
Oh, yeah.
Super loud. Whereas mine's like small and whisper quiet. His is pretty loud. But he's got like he can change like lenses on it. He's got like this super wide angle lens. It looks so cool.
Oh, nice.
Except it's done on the old technology, so getting it to stay connected to the remote control is a bit of a challenge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you get it too far away, if there's any interference, it just like disconnects.
What happens when it disconnects?
Well,
Does it land?
it'll either return to home
Uh-huh.
or just land where it is.
Okay.
And you definitely don't want it to land where it is, especially when it's over water.
Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I got to go to the Jamaican. They took me out to breakfast on Saturday.
Okay.
When they were going home.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Jamaican kitchen.
Oh, the jam can?
Yeah, I've never been there before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, one of the guys is Jamaican.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, he doesn't really have, a place to eat
Yeah.
that's like home.
But
and
like,
we went to the Jamaican
do they
kitchen.
have
He's
a Jamaican breakfast there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had jerked pork omelet.
Oh,
with Johnny
okay.
cakes and fried sweet potato.
Okay.
Like sweet potato chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, super good. I was pretty impressed.
Sweet potato's the biggest scam going.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They charge you extra for that.
Do they?
Yeah, if you go to the restaurant, whatever. Can I get the sweet potato fries? Oh, it's an extra $1.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? They're both the same thing, man.
But this is just wafer
Yeah,
sliced sweet potato
No, I know.
fried up. Yeah, it was really good.
I've had the jam can a few times.
Yeah?
Yeah. They used to be located near the warehouse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
they
ate there a
moved down.
lot. Yeah. No restaurants over there anymore.
No.
Sucks.
Wasn't there like a cafe down there too?
Yeah. They're all
It's
gone.
gone.
They're gone.
Hmm.
I ate there a bunch too.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like that jam can.
Yep. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's very good. Highly recommend it if anyone is. Although, I haven't actually eaten anything other than breakfast. We tried to go for lunch
Yeah.
at like 11 because I was like, we need to go like soon because I got things to do.
Yeah.
And we got there at 11 and they're like, no, we're still serving breakfast. Like, well, when do you serve lunch? Noon. I'm like, okay.
They start at noon? That's
They
weird.
start at noon, yeah. Normally places start at 11 serving lunch.
Yeah. Why
For
don't they
those
just
early
serve
lunchers.
both?
I don't know.
How hard is it to crack an egg and have a burger fry next to it?
Right?
Anyways, whatever.
Forgot to hit record.
Oh, that's a pickle. I guess I'll just have a bit of the VOD going anyways.
It's only 15 minutes.
No big deal. Let's recreate it.
Let's recreate it, yeah. I have now hit record.
Okay.
And one of my friends from elementary school is in town with his kid.
Really?
Yeah. And,
Fun.
wife and kid.
Nice.
He's like, I don't know, he's got to be maybe 2
Oh, yeah.
years old. Not quite. Just up, walking around, climbing on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Just ultra intelligent, too.
Rascal.
Like, yeah. Super smart kid. Figures
Nice.
things out extremely quickly.
Yeah, kids are pretty smart.
Yeah.
Kids are pretty smart.
Yeah. And his brother was there, who is a published author.
Oh, I know who we're talking about now.
Yeah, you know who we're talking about now.
Okay.
And he teaches English in a high school.
Yep. What a terrible job.
Well, maybe, is it English? Yeah, because...
It doesn't matter. Teaching in a high school, terrible job.
He loves it. He
Really?
loves teaching in a high school versus teaching in an elementary, because he used to teach in an elementary.
You would think that would be better.
You'd think so, but no, he likes high school, because you could do more things with high school kids.
I guess it depends on the high school, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's in Vernon.
Yeah, that's probably an
Or
okay place.
Close to, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, him and his wife and their kids were there.
I graduated with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know him, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I graduated with him.
He has video games on Steam that he's made.
What?
Yeah.
You have to tell me the games later so I can take a look at them.
Yeah, they're just like super basic,
Yeah.
but he's learning like game engine stuff.
Interesting.
He's using Godot, which is like a super new gaming engine.
Okay.
And yeah, it's pretty good.
Interesting.
He's just making some cool stuff.
I'll check it out for
Yeah.
sure. That's cool.
Yeah, I got to have dinner with them
Nice.
and his parents.
Jam can?
No,
Oh.
we were up at the house in Juniper, which is like,
yeah.
I spent a lot of time in my youth in that house.
Yeah. No kidding.
See, I wasn't supposed to have dinner there, but they were like, hey, we're having dinner early. You might as well join us. I was like, yeah, sweet.
Exactly. Throw back to
I'm
when
there
you were
for
a
it.
kid. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I better call my dad and see if I can stay for dinner.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Nice.
fun. Got
Nice.
to catch up a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Then I did some investigating of things. And
What kind of
some
things?
interviews of people.
What kind of
and,
things?
Well, we got a special project that's coming on.
Oh, it's a secret, though?
It's a secret project.
I know.
No, I know, you know. But no one else is allowed to know yet.
That's very good.
Although I'm going to get asked about it on Monday.
Really? Oh, at work?
Yep, because we're into that certain section.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ron drives in from Pritchard.
Yeah.
And so he listens to the podcast on the way
And
in
he'll
on
be
Monday.
like,
Hey,
I
what's
better
this special
ask.
project?
Yeah.
Ron, don't do it. I'm not telling you anyway.
Yeah, you can't know. You can't know yet.
Can't know yet, but soon.
It's totally rad.
It is totally rad. Yeah.
Cool.
That
was the
about
week?
it. I mean, I've been working on the special project like in my spare time the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And also, trying to get a mortgage to buy this house that we're currently
Oh,
sitting in.
yeah.
My landlord has decided he's going to sell.
Yes, that sucks.
It does suck,
Mm-hmm.
but so I'm going to be like, I got to get all my ducks in a row, see if we can get this mortgage here.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to not spend $3,000 a month on mortgage,
Mhm.
and it sounds like we're going to be able to get it down around $2,000 a month.
That's
instead,
not too bad
which is super good.
for this kind of size
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as good as my old house, which was only $875 a month in mortgage.
Yeah, that was a different era.
Yeah, that was definitely a different era. So I'll be able to...
$875 total?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the person I went on it with brought the down payment.
Okay.
She put down $125,000.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
On a $300,000 house.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, no kidding.
It was that was good.
2000's pretty good for this place, I must say.
It'll be $2,200.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think mine is like $1,400 or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe less. I'm not sure.
I need to get the house appraised so that hopefully I can, offer less. Yeah. You should make some sabotages into it. I don't need to. No, but this hot water tank is leaking, see? I need to replace that. Where's this new hole in there? That's weird. Well, here's the thing.
The foundation's cracking, you're hitting it with a sledgehammer?
This house was built in 1958. Yeah. Right? The electrical panel is from 1958.
Oh, wow, really?
Everything.
It's got the glass, screw
it's got
ones?
these punch things.
Okay.
So you push the button in and out rather than flicking a switch.
So it needs new electrical.
It needs new electrical.
Throughout.
All the windows are original, except for 4 or 5 of them.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You see that?
Single pane.
Yeah, he's looking at the single pane slidey windows. There's 2 panes,
Steel
but
frame.
they're all single.
Steel frame.
Yep. So all those need to get replaced. The oven doesn't work. The washing machine doesn't work. The dishwasher doesn't work. The back plumbing doesn't work.
Yep.
There's there's a sprinkler system for
in-ground,
irrigation.
Yep.
Doesn't work.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot of the front steps are cracked in half.
Yeah.
Those need to get replaced.
Okay.
The driveway's sinking. The carport's falling apart.
Nice.
There's a lot of stuff that needs to get done.
Yeah.
So hopefully when the appraiser comes in, they're like, yep. Oh, and there's asbestos.
Oh, hate that. Hate the asbestos. Where's the asbestos in the roof?
The tiles in the kitchen and living room area, those brown tiles, those are asbestos.
Oh, wow.
And there is vermiculite in the ceiling,
yeah.
but we don't know if it's asbestos later.
Yeah, I've vermiculated my ceiling too, but I don't know if it's asbestos either. Yeah. I don't really want to go up there and test it.
No.
Just rub some on my skin or inhale some.
Yeah, you got to inhale it, see what happens.
Yeah, then you'll know.
Fibers in you.
Yeah, I was like, how am I going to get the vermiculite out of the roof? It's okay, punch a hole in the side of the house and slurp it out that way or something,
Well, you got to get somebody out there to suck it all out.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to do that.
No.
I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
It's probably gently dusting down on me all the time,
As long as it's sealed up there, it should be
There's one access point in... It's only in the pantry, though.
Just where all the food is, it's fine.
No big deal.
Yeah.
It's never dusty in there, so it's okay.
Yeah, so hopefully I can get the house and then I can fix it up nice.
Yeah.
The studio doesn't have to go anywhere for those watching
indeed.
On the old, whatever you're watching it on.
Exactly.
Because I put a lot of money into this room.
Yeah, exactly. You have to give them a bill.
Yeah.
Here's what it costs. This is what you owe me.
These carpet tiles? They're expensive.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's $800 in carpet tile.
Exactly.
But never have to do anything with it ever again.
Exactly.
Spill proof. It's solid.
Is it? Let me pour something on it.
Go ahead. It don't matter.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's rude.
Slurp it right out.
That's rude. That's rude. I wouldn't do that. That's okay.
Yeah, no games played.
Nothing? No games?
I played.
Besides Yakuza?
I played Yakuza and maybe 30 minutes of Dredge.
I see. Well, I played some games.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about her story.
Her story. Okay. So, this is a game. I was looking at Game Pass, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play Friday night on stream.
Yeah.
And I was looking at Game Pass because this game, Immortality, is on there. It's like a full motion video game. And then I saw, Her Story is on there. It's an FMV game as well. And it said it's leaving Game Pass in 4 days. So I was like, okay, how long does it take to play through this game? And it's it says on true achievements, it says you can complete the game, get all the achievements in 2.5 hours. So I was like, oh, okay, I can obviously beat this on stream, right?
Yeah.
So basically the game is, I didn't really know much about it except that it was an FMV like mystery kind of.
Yeah.
So basically what it is the game is you are sitting at a police terminal.
Oh, yeah.
And you can there's a search thing where you just type in a word and it searches a video database of all these interviews they did with this woman. And you have to piece together the story of what happened, her story, by typing in keywords. So it has there's README file that it has on the desktop, so you can click on that, and it tells you about how the system works. And it's basically like a regular search thing. So if you want to find the word crime, you type in crime. But if you want to narrow it down, you say like crime and murder, and it'll only show you the video clips where she says both those words, right?
Yeah.
So it starts out auto-filled with murder, right?
Yeah.
So you search that and then like 5 clips. Or well, it shows you 5 clips, but there's like 18 clips, but it only shows you the first 5 because you're restricted or whatever.
You're a rookie.
Well, you have restricted access. So you can watch those 5 videos. And then if you want to learn more, you can do murder and type in like Simon. He's the guy that's dead. Yeah. And it'll bring you up the clips. So you narrow it down and see different clips, right? But as you play the video, she'll say something like, oh, he goes to this pub called The Rock. So then you type in The Rock, and it brings up anytime she says The Rock, and then it'll be like, oh, The Rock, that's the pub where it's owned by Doug and Eleanor. And then you're like, okay, I have 2 more names, Doug. It'll bring up all the clips of Doug, Eleanor, whatever. Yeah. And as you work your way through it, you learn more and more, and you'll be like, oh, I never would have thought to type this word in because, like, why? Yeah. So she starts talking all about fairy tales, and you type in fairy tale and it brings up all these clips, whatever. And as you go through it, it basically, from what I can piece together of these clips is, there was a woman who gave birth to a daughter named Hannah. And during the childbirth, the videos were recorded in like the 90s, right? Yeah. So during childbirth of Hannah, she also had a twin named Eve, but the woman that delivered the daughters said that Eve was stillborn, and it was in the 1970s. So she was like, I'll take care of this. Don't worry about it. And she took Eve away, but Eve was actually alive. Yeah. And she raised her as like her own daughter. But then later, Hannah saw Eve, and they were like, well, it was like looking in a mirror. Like, she looks just like me. Yeah. And she basically either the woman that took Eve died or she ran away, but she went and hid in the attic of Hannah's house. Mm-hmm. So they were both living in the house together, and they pretended to be one person, basically. So like if, they went, if one of them was good at something at school, they would take that test. So if it was like math test day and Eve was good at math, she would pretend to be Hannah, go take the math test, and then whatever, right? Yeah. But then it was like they were different. So like Eve was more... Hannah was shyer, Eve was more outgoing. So when there would be like Hannah would like a boy, Eve would have to go and like sort of seduce the boy, Yeah. But then, and the boys all liked Eve more because she's basically a little bit of a slut. And Hannah was like a virgin, but Eve would sleep with them all. Yeah. So, but then a boy met Hannah and really liked Hannah, and she didn't have to like have Eve seduce him. And then Hannah wanted this boy to herself, basically. And then it kind of like they had a bunch of rules they did, like, to way they would work their little scheme, Yeah. And she wanted to be separate when she had this guy named Simon. But then Simon would be like, he knew something was going on because they still would switch places. So he would try to trap them by giving like a gift of a mirror to the one girl and then giving another one to the other girl because he knew what was going on. And then he got killed by accident by one of them, Eve or Hannah. It's hard to tell who. And they were going away. She was getting arrested for murder, basically. And then at the end, you find out that you are their daughter searching for the thing. Oh. You're the daughter, Sarah, looking at it. But then it's also like, is Hannah and Eve, are they actually 2 separate people? Because it's kind of like maybe they're just a split personality. Yeah, yeah. So it's very like sort of, left up to what you think about what's happening. The main problem with the game is there's no way to know that you've sort of reached the end of what you can find. Mm-hmm. There is this thing that basically it brings up a screen that's like, it looks like, you remember when you would defrag your hard drive and it would be all red and then you'd move the green dots automatically? It brings up a thing like that where it says like archive missing. Huh. And I'm thinking to myself, like, as I'm going through the game, it's changing and the dots are moving around. But that's what is a representation of you playing videos. So when you play a video, it turns the dot green, basically. Yeah. So you know how much you've seen. But I didn't take it, I didn't take it like that. I took it like, it's sort of as you go through the game, it's unlocking this other archive. Because it says archive missing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's fixing it as you play, which is not the way it works, right?
Yeah.
So by the end, I'm like, I'm trying all these things. I'm not learning anything new. So I basically was like, well, let me Google it and to see what's going on. And it was like, from Google, basically you log out of the computer and the credits play, you've beaten the game.
Yeah.
So I did that. The credits play. I'm like, okay, I've reached the end of the game, right? Once you've beaten the game, it unlocks the ability to type in like these codes that'll unlock videos. So if you do like admin_random, it'll just play a random video and it'll play like the ones you haven't seen, right? So I did that, and the videos I didn't watch added nothing to the story. So like there was a lot of her asking like, oh, I'll take my coffee black, and that's the video.
Okay.
So I didn't see any of those. And then there's a whole section where you can see she's hooked up to a lie detector. So I was like, oh, I wonder what the answers to her questions or what the questions are. You never hear the questions that are asked.
Huh.
It's only her responses. Yeah. And it was literally 10 videos of her going, no. Or yes. Or no. So it was like, okay, I basically saw every possible video.
Yeah.
But there was no like indicator like, hey, you've reached the end of the game, right?
Yeah, interesting. Weird.
Yeah, there was a little chat thing that popped up, and you can talk to some other person that's in the police area that let you come down there. And basically they'll ask like, hey, did you find everything you want? And you say no, and then you can keep searching. Or you say yes, and then they'll say like, okay, well, do you understand now why your mom did what she did? And you can say yes or no. And if you say yes or no, it doesn't really matter. Then you log out, and that's the end of the game, right?
Huh.
So it was interesting. There was one freaky section though where it is like you're looking at a monitor of a computer, and it's got like, you know, the light reflection on it and everything of like the overhead lights. But there'll be a part where the lights will like sort of buzz, and then you can see the outline of like you looking at the screen. And the first time that happened, I was like, oh, what the hell is going on? Because I'd been playing for like an hour or something, and then all of a sudden this came up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, what the hell? So I enjoyed the story. It was very interesting, but it was just kind of like you don't know when you've reached the end. And you don't ever get a like satisfactory conclusion. I mean, it's you sort of build what you think of it, right? You gotta
make your own conclusion.
There was one other thing that kind of drove me crazy a little bit. There's a part where she's like, you can tell at the start they're trying to pretend they're one person.
Yeah.
But eventually it gets to be like there's two of them, right? So there's a part where Hannah is just like, oh my God, why am I talking about Eve? Like, why did I say anything about Eve? This is so dumb. And she leans down on the table and she starts tapping on the table like a code, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, is that Morse code, right? So I try to type it into a Morse code translator. Nothing happens. So I'm like, okay, it's not Morse code. So then later, she's talking about how when they were kids, they would put secret messages in the cat's bell, and the cat would run to her and they could take the message of the bell. Or they would do this thing called the knock code, where you could knock, and it's a code that they read about in World War II, right?
Yeah.
And then they type out it. She does another thing on the table, tapping it out, right? So I was like, oh, the knock code. Okay. So I Google it. It's a real thing. And how it works is there's like a grid, basically. And the first number you tap out is like the column, and the second number is the row. So if you type out like 1-1, that's A, 1-2 is B, etc. Yeah. So I go back to the old video and I write down her like numbers, right? And I translate it, and she's tapped out like love you as a code. So then I'm like, okay, are they like not two separate people, you know, whatever. And then I go to the second one she taps out, and it's like 10 letters long, right? And I translate it, and it says like BYDHANNAN. And I'm like, by D. Hannon? I'm like, well, maybe I wrote down the letters wrong. Like, Hannon should be Hannah, probably. Like, right? So I do it again, and I keep checking it, and I'm like, no, I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. I'm like, what is this secret message I'm typing into the search thing? Like, what does it mean? Nothing's coming up. So I'm like, I must have wrote down my numbers wrong. So I go again, listen to it again. I'm like, no, I got it right. So then at the end, I'm like, well, what was I doing wrong here? Like, that didn't lead to anything. So then I Google it, and it's like, oh, she just tapped it out wrong. It was supposed to say bye, Hannah.
Oh.
But she did it the wrong code or whatever. And it's like, wow, why didn't they refilm it? Like, Jesus Christ, man. I spent all this time trying to translate this message that I thought was wrong, but I had it right. But they did it wrong. Anyways, it was an interesting game anyways. So.
Yeah.
But I'm in a kind of like Sorry, go ahead.
That would be a interesting, because you have to draw your own conclusions, it'd be an interesting thing for schools to like do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
discuss.
It's not too like, it's not really like that graphic or anything like that. You know, they do talk about like sex a little bit, but they don't like talk about it. They just say like, oh yeah, we had sex or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, you know, it'd be good for like, sort of.
Just like a case study for like a high school or whatever.
Just like showing you have to think about, you can't just take
critical thinking.
Yeah, critical thinking, exactly. They don't teach that at school anymore. But yeah, I liked it. I've been on an FMV kind of kick recently. Like I played 5 Dates. Yeah. Enjoyed that. And then I was going to play this other one, that Immortality, which is the game that this guy that did Her Story. It's like his 3rd game basically. So yeah, I'm interested to play him. It's just interesting sort of premise basically. Yeah. So yeah, I liked it. I would recommend it as an interesting thing to check out anyways. Yeah. And then I played a little Raft. Yes. Played a couple hours of Raft for a secret project. Ooh, secret project. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, can't say too much about it here yet, but something's coming with that. And nice. It was fun, interesting, didn't die, killed the shark, you know. Very good, very good. It was probably the funnest time I played with the Raft, really. So I played it for like 8 hours, and every time I was just like, But yeah, this was pretty good, so. When we know more about that, we'll let you know what exactly is going on with the Raft anyways. Yeah. So. Okay. I see that you've added 2 things to the outline that you missed.
I forgot to mention that it was snowing, and by not like real wet snow, but like fake snow. Fake snow? Yeah, there are poplars and cottonwoods around the neighborhood. And it is the time for them to unleash their spores and seed. Yeah, dude. And so it just looks like it had snowed. Like it's just white. The lawn's white. Like the neighbors' lawn's white. Everything's just white. It's crazy around here. When I walked up, I was like, "Holy crap!" It's a good thing I don't have allergies because I would be dead. It's crazy. Yeah, I mowed my lawn to get rid of it all the other day. I was like, well, I gotta mow my lawn anyway, so might as well. Yeah. And now it's just white again.
Yeah, like where I live, there's none of that shit. Yeah. None of that cottonwood stuff. But here, holy crap, dude. It's crazy. It was crazy. And I'm like, I was going to set my pool up this weekend because it's going to be 34 degrees out today. And it's like, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll wait till the cottonwoods are gone. I don't want to clean up the filters. It looks like all the pods are on the ground now. Yeah. So there's probably not much more that's left to come down, but there's still a lot in the air. It was crazy, dude. Yeah, super crazy. Yeah, I'm happy I don't have allergies. I've been sneezing a little bit recently, but not. I don't know. I think with the cottonwoods, I'd have like itchy eyes and shit like that too. So yeah, it's just everywhere. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. And I forgot to mention that I had watched a video by Zach Friedman, who is a 3D printing guy. Right. And who, is the basis for me actually buying a 3D printer. Yep. And he's created a board game called Hextraction. Oh, God. And it's right up my alley because you roll marble balls down a hexed base grid that you build as you play. Okay. So it's like you build a marble track down this little hex-based grid. Okay. And you roll balls. There's a whole ton of rules. I haven't looked them up, but I gotta look them up and of course see how to play it. Yeah. Because I gotta print it. I gotta print this thing out. Yeah, no doubt. And so I loaded up the first STL file, and my printer's too small. Too small?
It's too small to print the first file that I need to print.
So why doesn't he make it into like smaller pieces?
It is in small pieces.
but like,
you know,
even
he's
smaller.
got a big printer. I'd have to see if it's split up into more pieces. Because the smallest board piece, I tried to put it on my print bed and it's like, no. I'd have to like angle it on like a 45-degree angle and then have a whole whack load of support material. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's a huge waste of plastic.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's you design your own tiles. Everyone can design their own tiles, and you like reach your hand into the pile of tiles and pick 3 tiles, and that's your hand, and then you can take.
So just the board is too big. The tiles are not.
The tiles are small.
Okay.
So I could print everything else but the board.
So someone needs to design a board that has like slotted together pieces, so you can print it forward in separate pieces.
And this one is already slotted to be smaller.
It needs to be smaller.
It needs to be smaller for me to actually be able to print it.
That's crazy.
So I still have to look for that. I looked for it this morning because I just watched the video this morning. I was like, oh man, I'm getting this going right now.
Oh yeah.
I come down, load up the STL file, and I'm like, oh, it's too big.
Damn it.
It's too big.
I'm sure someone's working on making it smaller.
Yeah, I would imagine. It just got released today. So
Yeah,
it looks like
Crazy.
a super cool game. I'm going to print it out, and then we can have a play.
Yeah. All right. I'm
going to need more filament, though. Thankfully, it's cheap.
Yes, exactly. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, somebody splits that up so I can print it on my printer.
No kidding.
Without having to angle it and putting in a ton of support material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but that was it for the stuff that I wanted to add that I'd forgotten about until you started talking about
Until I started blabbing on.
Until you started blabbing on.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is this news? Do we want to save this till?
It's probably news, and we could probably roll
talk some
into
bullshitting
news.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Patreon.
Oh yeah, the Patreon.
Patreon.com/StreamvoidPod. You, as a listener, as a viewer, you can get in there and throw money straight at your screen. But don't if you're Canadian, because you'll damage it, because that's a loony.
Yeah.
For as little as $1 a month, you can help support this podcast. You can get access to all the bonus features. We have like an hour of bonus content every week. Plus, we have bonus videos. Not that many. We need to make another one.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we totally do.
We totally do. But yeah, you get access to this podcast early on Sunday, whereas it would go live on everywhere else on Wednesday.
Sad.
So if you want to listen to this Monday morning, or even tonight, later on tonight, which is a Sunday, but if you listen to it now, then it's already too late.
I don't understand, but sure.
Yeah, I don't understand either. I'm just saying words.
That's
you know
cool.
how I do.
Yep.
Yeah, patreon.com/StreamvoidPod. Get in there, support this podcast, support us doing the things that we like to do.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some news.
Sure.
Boogie
Yep.
Boogie in the news again?
Versus Wings.
Okay.
They had a boxing match.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was Keemstar doing the little boxing thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think KSI fought as the headliner, basically.
Yeah.
So the undercards were a bunch of like other, I don't know, people, but the only one I knew about was Boogie versus Wings.
Yeah.
And they had a battle, and Wings kicked the shit out of Boogie.
Well, from what I'm seeing, Wings is like
A
6
foot
inches taller and huge.
So, and I also think that Wings actually trained.
Yeah.
Whereas Boogie, I don't think did. Because I don't think Wings even landed a punch. So, yeah, Wings beat the shit out of Boogie.
I mean, Wings' wingspan is just
also Wings
way
is like
larger.
half the age of Boogie too. I think.
Yeah.
So I think like Wings is like 20 something, whereas Boogie's like 40. I think. But yeah.
Oh, Wings is 37.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Okay.
Boogie is 48.
Okay. So he is older, but anyways.
Yeah.
It was there are two big lol cows basically. Like Boogie's shorts wouldn't stay up, so they had to like put tape around his shorts to hold them up and stuff like that.
How was Boogie 391? I thought he was like losing weight.
He
like crazy.
did. He had gastric bypass,
Yeah.
but if you just keep eating the same shit, you just gain it back, right?
Yeah. They were almost the same weight.
He was like almost skinny after he had the
he was.
gastric bypass.
But I guess your wife leaves you and you just go down the hill, I guess.
Well, that and like you just continue eating the same stuff in the same portion size.
Yep.
Doesn't really do anything for you.
No, it sure doesn't.
So these guys are two lol cows basically. Boogie, I mean Francis on YouTube. Boogie rated me on Twitch once, of course.
Yep.
But I mean, Wings of Redemption is a guy that gets trolled all the time. You know.
Yeah.
He all his real information got out on the internet. So people send him DoorDash to his house and order him like stuff to his whatever. He'll also like sort of lie about stuff and, you know, easily found to be lies or whatever. But he kind of leans into it as a lolcow, you know, like I am what I am. I'll get paid for it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Boogie.
Yeah.
He'll like, you know, take the money. But I mean, they're anyways, they're not like the best people in the world or whatever. But
no.
My favorite part about it was like, so Keemstar was trying to get a podcast going with Boogie and Wings with Darkside Phil called the Lol Cow Podcast. And DSP thinks he's not a lol cow. He thinks he makes like, you know, meaningful content for people. So he also doesn't like Keemstar. So like, oh my God, I could talk about DSP all day long. He has no like self-awareness. So he'll be like, people make these videos about me that are all fake and slanderous and it's not real. And then he'll be like, I don't want to work with Keemstar. I've watched all these videos where they say he's a bad guy and everything. And they'll be like, well, maybe the videos aren't real. Like,
just like the videos of you?
Yeah, you say the same thing. But anyways, so he wanted to do a lolcow podcast with these three guys, give them 50 grand up front.
Yeah.
They would each get like 25% ownership of the show. And they just do a podcast, whatever. And he's like, I'm never working with Keem. He's a piece of trash. I'm never going to do anything with him. So, you know, he's having Boogie and Wings do this boxing match. They're getting paid. And then the other day, Boogie was on another podcast talking about how like, oh, we're talking in the background of doing the show with DSP and without Keem, basically.
Yeah.
So DSP went on stream and was like, well, we're talking about it. I haven't said anything because nothing's set in stone and blah, blah, blah. So then Keem was like, oh, fuck this. So he like, I'm sure he went to Boogie and Wings and offered them a better deal to get rid of DSP. Because then Keemstar said like, DSP's off the show. We need a third. He's not going to be on it, whatever.
Yeah.
And before like Boogie and Wings and stuff, they would sort of like be like, oh, DSP, you know, they wouldn't be like palling around with him, but they wouldn't be like rude about him. But after Boogie lost this boxing match, he went on Twitter and said like, at least, I mean, I got my ass beat by Wings today, but at least I'm not as big a loser as DSP. And posted a picture of him on Twitter. So I think their little podcast they were going to be doing together is done for.
Yeah.
But a very interesting thing that you can go from, you know, just being a dude on the internet to doing a boxing match.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, like, if I had to do a boxing match, like, I would train like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure. I mean, you got paid to train.
So the only thing I was thinking about it would be if I did a boxing match like that, I would want to have it so we're wearing the helmet.
Yeah.
Like, that would be my only thing. I would want to wear the helmet. But I would train, like, every day, like, legit. Because I'm sure that when they set it up, I'm sure that it wasn't just like, okay, you'll be, you know, in 3 months' time, you're going to fight. I'm sure that, like, they set him up, like, he'll get you a trainer, you know, get you on a regimen and stuff.
With Ludwig's chess boxing, they had everyone get a trainer.
Yeah. So I would totally...
But some people still didn't train.
Well, Boogie obviously didn't train.
Yeah.
Because when, like, he took his first punch to the head, he kind of was like, what's going on here? So...
Just brained him.
Basically.
Gave him a good rattle. He's like, oh, I don't know where I am.
Exactly. So... I think the ref stopped the fight because he didn't land a single punch. Like, he was getting severely beaten. So.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting spectacle, and it turned out better than I thought. Like, you kind of think like it's going to be a clown show, basically.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So very interesting, anyways. But I would really like to see when they do the podcast. I don't think it would be good, really.
Who knows?
I mean, I guess like during the pre-conference, like shit talking, Boogie was going pretty funny on it though. So he could probably do it. I mean, he's done the Francis character is interesting and whatever.
Yeah.
But Wings of Redemption is kind of like just a guy that gets angry playing Call of Duty. So, and like tells the moderators to ban anyone in the chat and stuff like that. So I don't know. It could be interesting, especially if they get Rich from Review Tech USA on there, because he's kind of funny, and also DSP fucking hates that guy too. So that would make him even madder.
The more people that hate DSP, the better. More people that DSP hates.
I mean,
rather.
He just, I don't know. Like, I feel that like there's in his DSP's last like 4 stream days he's done, there's been a new person that's come in on every stream, has donated $150 to him for like 6 streams in a row.
Weird.
And DSP has certain tells. Like when he gets a tip from a name he doesn't recognize, he always grabs his phone and checks PayPal to see if it's legit, like what the email address is and stuff. Yeah. But when these tips started coming in, he never did that, which sort of looks like he knows it was a pre-scheduled thing from one of his like
regulars
that didn't want to do it under their regular. It's those guys are so weird. It's like they want to give him money, but they don't want to get credit for it because then they get shit on because people are like, why are you donating to DSP? Why are you so stupid? Because he doesn't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
You or anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's gotten like $900 from this person. Almost $900. There was one stream where they only donated $66 to get them to the $150 like level. Because like, when DSP earns $150 in a stream, he does a dress-up show for everybody, where he puts on the gunner glasses, he puts on a hat, and he puts on a silly vest.
Oh, a silly vest.
Yeah. He's not a children's entertainer. And he's not a clown, but he plays dress-up. And so it was 66 away from the vest goal.
Yeah.
So that person donated $66. But every other stream, it's been, here's $150. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Gotta get that dress-up stream.
But like, I mean, again, when I first saw DSP, the first thing I saw was a video of him, like his greatest hits of him being an asshole.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this has got to be curated over like years worth of time, right? So I'm like, I'll watch one of his videos. I was like, wow, this is the way he is.
Literally is.
And these people just like come in and like, I don't understand. I really don't understand how you could look at that guy and be like, he's appreciative of this. He doesn't give a shit about you or that you gave him money. He thinks he's entitled to that money.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I wish I'd never seen a DSP video, man. Like
yeah,
every day I watch like these detractor videos of like highlights, because you cannot watch one of his videos.
No.
It's unbearable to watch a video. But when it's distilled down, you just get the highlights. Even then it's sometimes unbearable when he starts complaining about stuff.
Yeah.
I just have to turn it off. I'm like, I cannot even watch this. But every day I'm back there watching a DSP
back there
video.
watching again.
Oh my God, it's crazy. I'll stop talking about DSP.
Yeah, okay.
I just, oh my God. It's unbelievable to me.
I have absolutely nothing to add to DSP. Boogie versus Wings, though, it's pretty awesome, actually. Getting those guys in the ring to fight. I didn't see, was that Keemstar doing that?
Yeah.
I wonder who else was on the card.
Well, KSI was the headliner, I think. There was a bunch of other like, I saw them and I'm like, I don't know who these guys are. They're just like, I don't know, YouTubers or whatever. I don't know.
Creator Clash 2.
Yeah, I don't know who they are. So they were Boogie and Wings were the only two I knew besides KSI, basically. So
yeah, you look it up. See who's on here. Oh, iDubbbz.
I mean, I'm not familiar with iDubbbz.
Alex Wasabi versus iDubbbz. I know iDubbbz. Oh, Harley Morenstein.
Oh yeah, Harley was
John
there.
Randall.
Harley was there. That's right, Canadian. I was mistaken for Harley in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Did Harley train like crazy?
Because I have a
that would be
beard.
interesting to fight.
I don't know if he would need to train. He's so big and buff.
I know. I don't know.
Maybe technique wise.
Michelle Carre and Andrea Bottez.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know either of them.
Yep.
And William Haynes.
Who's William
Chris
Haynes?
Ray's son. William Haynes is he's a formerly on the Philip DeFranco show.
Oh, I'd love to see Philip DeFranco get beat the fuck up.
Yeah, a lot of people would actually.
He was a turd.
But William Haynes is jacked.
Oh yeah,
like that dude works out like crazy.
Yeah, but just because you work out doesn't mean you have technique or the ability. Maybe you have a glass jaw.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these guys are pretty comparable.
Well,
no, William Haynes is 5'10". He's fighting Chris Ray's son, who's 5'4".
Ooh, that's a rough one, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, weight class, maybe they're similar, but the reach, dude, you could just hold out your hand and start punching him in the head.
Like the pictures is Chris just looking like he's just stepped off the YouTube set, and Haynes is shirtless, jacked in boxing gloves, just like ready to go.
Yeah. The lineup when Boogie and Wings did it, like Boogie Yeah, Boogie took a sip of his like Mountain Dew and like sprayed it in the air all over top of wigs. So stupid.
Aaron Hansen versus Jarvis Johnson.
I don't know who those are.
Aaron Hansen?
No.
He's the guy that does those Argaportator comics, whatever they are. But he was on he's a Game Grump.
What's a Game Grump? I don't know.
Never seen Game Grumps?
I don't watch any of that shit, dude.
Mika versus Alana Pierce. Alana Pierce is on
Oh yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah.
She boxed?
Yeah.
She's going out with a Rahul Kalri or whatever his name
Rahul.
is. Yeah.
Oh, and Dad versus Zab.
Wait, whoa. Don't call him Dad.
That's what it is in the thing.
Nathan Barnett, you mean?
Nathan Barnett, yeah.
Yeah. I known him from his God, what was the Neo Geo guy?
I don't
Remember
know.
the Neo Geo? His videos when he was like, God, what was his name? Keith Apicary.
Huh.
When he was playing Keith Apicary. Yeah.
And then their star-studded freaking announcers. Moist Boy.
Oh, yeah, Moisty.
Jack. Mark. Sven.
Oh, Sven.
Tony Jeffries. I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Wade Plemons. I don't know who you are.
They must have had some real boxing people there.
Yeah, maybe. Chills. Amaranth.
Amaranth was doing commentary? What
yeah,
the
well,
hell?
she was doing doing pre-fight interviews.
Oh, she wasn't the round girl? The card girl?
She might have been. Who knows?
No, she wouldn't do that.
No. So this must be Creator Clash 1. Oh, this is April 15th. Boogie's not even on this card.
Okay, so that's not what it was.
That's
then.
not this one, no.
No, we talked about the wrong thing then.
Yeah, we're talking about the wrong thing. But
All
still,
right.
Creator Clash.
Let's bury our head in the
Lots of
sand
people.
and
Yeah.
hide our embarrassment.
We'll carry on.
Sounds good.
Next up.
It was interesting anyways.
Yeah, for sure. Dbrand's Zelda skin turns your Switch into a giant middle finger to Nintendo lawyers.
Why?
I like that article title. It just looks exactly the same as the Zelda Switch, except instead of circles, it's hexagons, and it looks almost exactly the same. If you look at the article, there's a side by side. You can just wave over it.
Yeah, it's pretty blatant there.
100% blatant.
But I mean, like the Triforce, it's not really something you can trademark.
No, and it's not really a Triforce either. It's just a triangle with an eyeball in it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yes, it is very much. Yeah, this is pretty well stolen, I gotta say.
it's different enough, but who knows?
No, it's not really different enough. It's like it was made by AI.
You're right. We'll see what happens, right? When Nintendo comes.
I mean, Nintendo's pretty litigious, so
they're super.
They're definitely gonna do the cease and desisting and everything.
Oh yeah,
like that.
for sure.
They removed the Triforce and they put the all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what they've done here.
Other than that, it looks fairly similar.
Why wouldn't you
just
why wouldn't you just buy The Legend of Zelda? I guess it's probably not a skin. You probably have to buy this.
Yeah, you have to buy the actual full-on thing.
I don't know. Would a Zelda fan be like? I guess. Excuse me. This would be something. It's like you buy at the dollar store.
It's $50. It's Dbrand.
I got my Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Branded Switch. Swatch.
Yeah. What is the? Does they have a name for it?
I don't know. And they had a not Animal Crossing skin.
Yeah, this
But
one
I don't
here.
know what it's called.
Let's see here. They have a link to. It's just called Clone of the Kingdom. Okay, so it's kind of intentional then.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh wow, wow. Okay, so I'm at the Dbrand website.
Yep.
Clone of the Kingdom. You scroll down, and then it has a little article about it, and it says the power of plagiarism. Wow.
It's just right there.
Yeah,
just to
contrary
be like,
to popular
screw you,
belief,
Nintendo.
you need to spend money to save money, specifically by giving it to us. You see, when one of the world's most litigious companies announces a $359 price tag to replace your Switch with a limited edition variant, only Dbrand is up to the challenge to charging you slightly less for a creative reinterpretation of their overpriced novelty console. If $1 saved is $1 earned, Clone of the Kingdom is the easiest $310.04 you've ever made. Okay, so this is just for them to get into it worked for people talking about it.
100%.
Because otherwise, why would they do it? Okay, I scrolled down further, and then it goes, for some reason, also available for Steam Deck.
Yeah, but when you look at it for Steam Deck, it looks super cool.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
looking at that on the Steam Deck, I'm like, oh man, that is dope as frig.
It does look cool.
That is dope as frig.
Okay, so this is just them to get their...
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. It worked. We're talking about it.
100%.
It's all on the websites and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would never buy a skin for a console like that. I just feel that, like, especially on the Joy-Cons and stuff, it would just rub off eventually, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I did buy some faceplates for my 360, but that's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Is it different?
It's literally the same. Literally the same. Oh, they got some really cool, like the Damascus skins for your Xbox Series X.
That's got to be.
Looks cool as frig.
Oh yeah,
that looks cool.
They look
as
cool,
frig.
but again, I don't know.
And when you got that, just a black monolith on your display case, not your TV stand.
Your TV stand.
Getting the cool like acid monolith thing.
I guess
super sweet.
In my younger days, I would be more interested, I guess.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's just like, it just plays games. I don't need to have one that's all flashy.
You're more reserved.
Well, it's also like mine is, maybe if my Xbox was next to my TV or something, but it's like behind my CPU.
Yeah.
I can't even see it. So, interesting. We'll see if they get these things removed.
Yeah.
Or what the deal is. But
yeah,
it's pretty much it is a ripoff, basically. I mean, they admit it.
100%. I should get one of them wraps for my
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, but I don't know, dude.
Like a rubber protector.
Well, that's a little different. A rubber protector is a little different.
Yeah.
A wrap, I just feel, I don't know. You never look at like your old Super Nintendo controller or whatever, on the sticker on the back is all worn away because your fingers were there. It's kind of the same thing with...
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I don't know how long Dbrand skins would last, but man, they sure are popular.
I guess so.
They can sponsor tons of YouTubers and stuff like that.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't watch any of that shit.
Hey, you don't watch enough YouTube.
No, I do, but I don't watch any like that sort of thing. I've been watching a lot of true crime stuff on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. You don't watch any tech reviews or anything like that?
God, no. Never. Why would I watch a tech review?
I don't know.
I don't...
Maybe you like tech?
I do, but if I don't know, dude. Like, what are they going to do? Like, we reviewed this RAM? Oh, sweet. I'm not going to watch that fucking video.
What about watching... Yeah, you're not interested in any of that stuff.
I mean, even if I was, I don't know, dude. I'm not going to watch a video about a RAM.
No?
No.
You got to get your DRAM timing going on.
No. God, no. I don't know. Also, like, whenever I have seen any of these tech videos, it's kind of like, these guys are kind of assholes.
That's just Linus.
Yeah, but even, I mean, maybe he's not an asshole, but that other Marcus guy, I'm just like, I don't know. Why would I watch this guy?
MKB
yeah,
HD.
why would I watch this guy either?
Because he's a nice guy.
I don't know. His video made him sound like I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was a bad video that I saw.
It could be.
People, I do check these things out when people be like, "Oh yeah, Linus Tech Tips," and I was just like, "Really?" Anyways,
Linus can be, he can be Linus, but they're very thorough on Linus Tech Tips. Like everything is tested.
Well, it's not just the videos either. I'll read stuff about how, like, I don't know, they did their like tool and stuff like that, and they were gonna have a warranty on it, and they were just like, "Oh, if it breaks, we'll take care of you, but we're not gonna have a real warranty on it."
Yeah,
it's like, what? Just give a warranty. Like, why not just say like a thing where, "Oh yeah, we'll take care of it."
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Well, it was they didn't want to say it was a warranty because then whatever, if every single one is fucked up, then they have to take care of it.
Yeah.
Or if he just does a vague like, "Oh, we'll take care of it." Well, what does that mean? We give you $5 credit off the next thing you buy on the store or whatever. So it just seems a little dirty.
Well, especially since it's one of the best screwdrivers you can possibly buy.
But it was also the bag that they did and stuff like that. It's all like, well, we don't want to say it's a warranty or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you're selling a product, dude. Like, back it up. Either like go with it or not.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. What do I know?
Yeah. I don't know. Know a lot.
I don't know nothing.
Not that much about the Asus ROG Ally, though.
I know a little bit about it.
You know a little bit. It's launching June 13th.
Yep.
There's a lot more specs out now for it.
Yep.
And they're pretty juiced up compared to the deck.
Well, I should hope so. It's also 2 years newer than the deck.
Yeah.
So I should freaking hope so.
Yeah. So they have a 256 gig version that is going to go for $599 American, whereas the 256 version goes for $529 of the Steam Deck, and they have a 512 version that goes for $699.
Yes,
and that's going to be the first one available in June on the 13th.
Yeah. So I don't know, dude. If it just would let me use Game Pass,
this one will.
Yeah, but it's still streaming.
No, this one actually runs Windows 11.
Does it now?
Yep. Yeah, it runs Windows 11, so you'll be able to run Game Pass on it.
Oh wow! I thought it was.
It's hashtag play all your games. That's their thing.
Okay.
ROG Ally hashtag play all of your games because it runs Windows 11, which means you will be able to run all of your games.
Okay. I'm more interested, but I don't know, man. It's like...
It's a huge chunk of change, and
you
don't tend to travel around or use handhelds that much.
Don't really. Like, most of my Switch time has been docked, and like... I mean, the only reason I played Pokemon on DS is because I have to. Like, I have no other choice, you know? So, I mean, I guess if I was doing a bunch of traveling, or like I could play it at work or something like that, then I might be interested in it. But then again, like, I don't know. It'd have to, like, also, like, not just play PC Game Pass. It'd have to be console Game Pass. Because, like, I don't want to play Grounded on a controller. I want to play on mouse and keyboard. You know?
Yeah, you'd be able to do that. It's not going to be console Game Pass on there. It's going to be PC Game Pass.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, most of the ones that are on PC Game Pass, I don't want to use a controller.
You can plug a mouse keyboard into that.
Yeah, but
the only reason you would do that is because you're traveling, right?
Yeah, like
and
I
you're
can play
not
on my
traveling.
computer.
Yeah, exactly.
So
why
there's
would
very
you want
few
to?
PC Game Pass games where I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll play Vampire Survivors with a mouse and keyboard. No, I'll use a controller,
Yeah,
obviously.
100%.
So, I don't know. Most of them I don't want to touch with a controller.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Death Stranding with a controller, I wouldn't want to play mouse and keyboard probably.
Well, I mean, every Game Club game we've played so far has been mouse and keyboard, or not mouse, keyboard, controller.
Yeah, but you can play them with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but why would you?
I mean, I would think that maybe Outer Worlds would have probably controlled a little better with a mouse and keyboard.
Or maybe.
The other ones,
I had no
though?
problems with
No, I didn't either,
controller.
but, you know, it'd be like fast turns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Way easier with the mouse and keyboard. But yeah, I mean, of course, the Alan Wake and the Plague Tales
Guardians
and
of the Galaxy.
Yakuza, Guardians of the Galaxy, they're all controller-based, really.
Yeah.
Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it was good on controller, so.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
But that was also on Epic.
Right.
Everything
I
else-
played it on Xbox, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought that game, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
That's crazy to think.
I know.
I guess we did Alan Wake as well, we bought. But
Yeah.
the others have all been Game Pass.
That was cheap, though.
Yeah, Alan Wake was cheap.
Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy was full price.
Yeah, and it went sale on like the next week. It was
Right?
crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I found one of these cheap used or something like that, or got a good deal on it, I'd be interested. But
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, they're incredibly more juiced up than the Steam Deck
Yeah, I see their like.
for just a bit more price.
I can see their performance comparisons
Yeah.
compared to the Steam Deck. Like Cyberpunk runs at 39 FPS on the Steam Deck, or it can go up to 66 on the Ally if it's like plugged in, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Plugged in turbo mode.
Yeah, that's the button you have to press, turn it into turbo mode.
Yep.
Elden Ring performs poorly everywhere.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah. Steam Deck 25 on 720 medium.
It's definitely a console game ported to the PC, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Yeah, crazy. So if Steam Deck never came out, would you be like, oh, This is interesting.
If I was in the situation that I was when the Steam Deck came out, then yes.
Yeah,
I would have been.
Okay.
But I'm no longer in that situation,
Yeah.
so
Less traveling.
quote unquote, no longer in that situation.
Not traveling as much for work.
But now that I have my Steam Deck,
Mm-hmm.
I use it all the time.
Yeah,
even when I'm not traveling. Like I sit up when I'm on the couch, I use the deck.
Yeah, when you're like watching other things.
Yeah, or when I got a couple minutes and I'm like, well, I got a couple minutes, I'll play, whatever for X amount of time. And then it's really good like that. I can get a little gaming in, and then I can go off and do other things. I can just put it down because you just suspend it.
Yeah, right. Right.
Which is, that's mainly what I do with it now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to have just a good deal on it, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought like a Vita to play.
Mm-hmm.
I played that a fair amount. DS, whatever, Switch, but that's docked. So I'm not against it. It's just, I don't know. With those other ones, it's like there's games on there. That's the only place you can play them.
Yeah.
Whereas like I can play these on my PC.
If you're not a traveler or you don't have a couch that you just want to sit on and game on a tiny screen, then there's not really any point to buying one.
Yeah. But I do like that sort of shit too, so.
Yeah.
It sucks, but.
If you were like going around to different people's houses and just chilling out and playing games LAN style, maybe?
Oh, yeah. That could be interesting.
You can do that LAN style.
Yeah,
everyone's got like a Asus ROG, just 4 people in the same room.
Yeah, I'll play in Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
That would work pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we, Matzner and I tried to do Factorio like that, where I was playing on the Steam Deck.
Oh my
and he
God.
was playing,
and did it work?
No, because playing Factorio on Steam Deck is awful.
Yeah, I can only imagine. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh God, playing that with a controller? Ooh-wee.
You can do it. It's not good.
No.
But you can do it.
I'm sure it would not be good for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's super, super interesting. If I don't know, if I get a spared $900,
yeah,
maybe.
Just put it into the mortgage.
Can't do that. Got other things coming.
Yep.
And it runs Windows 11. And I'm like, I hate Windows 11.
Yeah, I mean, I've not used it yet, so I can't really say.
I've used it and I hate it. Maybe it's just the PC I'm using it on.
Well, now the PC's running properly, so...
Well, yeah, but it's not this streaming PC. It's the one at work that has it.
Why is the work one updated to Windows 11?
That's what it came with.
Oh,
because it's
really?
new. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's there are some features I like, some features I don't. But I mean, I've talked about that already, so I don't think I need to talk about it anymore.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yes. Let's talk about System Shock a little bit here.
Okay.
It's gone gold.
Ooh.
Which means it's coming out.
Wow.
May 30th.
Dude, that's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, 16 days.
We won't be done Yakuza by then.
No.
Are you going to be able to wait?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that'll be easy.
Are you going to be able to wait for Game Club, eh?
Yeah.
He says.
I literally only have time to do Game Club right now because I'm so busy with other things.
But this game, your hype level was like 11.
Yeah.
But you're still...
But my hype level has diminished ever so slightly due to the fact that I have this other stuff I'm hyped about.
Okay.
And it's gonna the other stuff is gonna be life changing.
Oh.
System Shock is just gonna be mood changing.
Okay. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the next Game Club game after Yakuza.
Yeah, we'll do it's gonna be we'll have to do a floor every time. Which means it'll probably take quite a bit longer to play through.
Okay.
Because the floors can be quite long.
Okay.
Even the demo is pretty long. And that's just one floor.
I mean, yeah, anyways, we'll figure it out. But yeah, this game that at one point we thought was never going to come out.
Yeah, there was a huge amount of skepticism whether it was ever going to come out.
Yeah. And it looks pretty interesting. I've never played System Shock. Mikey T is a System Shock enjoyer.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played it in yonks, but...
Yeah, so this is basically like... It's like a remake, basically.
Yeah, a full-on remake, remaster. Everything's just redone.
Because it's not like remastered, where it'd be like nicer graphics but shitty gameplay.
Yeah.
This is like modernized.
Yeah, they really reworked everything so that it still felt like you were playing System Shock, but it's got new... Everything just works better.
Because wasn't System Shock like the FPS where like when you moved the mouse to aim, it would move the reticule on the screen, and then when it got close to the edge, it would turn. Is that not how?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
It might have been. It had. I watched some videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the whole
it was an early FPS.
Play area screen was 5 pixels by 10 pixels, and then everything else was your menu and inventory and stuff.
Yeah,
just to because it was a super early FPS. So how do you keep your frame rate high? You just make a huge viewport,
a static static menu for most of the screen, and then a small looking area. Yeah. So I'm thinking the controls were pretty bad back then. If you tried to revisit it now, you'd probably just go crazy.
Like, oh, God, gross.
But it was about the story. It was not about the gameplay. Well, I guess the gameplay was probably incredible back then, but
yeah, it definitely was.
The story, stayed good, whereas the gameplay did not.
Yeah, because I played
check it out.
I played that in this very house that we're sitting in right now. In the room that is currently my bedroom.
Oh, very good.
On a computer with a turbo button.
The only Shock I've ever played is like BioShock.
Yep.
And BioShock Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You gonna play BioShock 2?
I haven't played it. I own it. I want to.
Yeah.
But I think I want to replay BioShock first.
Game Club.
BioShock?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be like fucking 6 months away from now if we do that. I already own BioShock Remastered. I already bought it. Yeah. So I have it on my Xbox right now.
Yeah, I mean, the original BioShock is one of those rare games where I actually enjoyed it so much I played it all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I got every achievement in that one.
Yeah.
So I liked it a lot. I even did the one where it's like hardcore mode, where you can't use the Vita chambers. So I liked it a lot. Actually, maybe I have an achievement left that I have to scan like a camera, because I didn't get all the scans done, I think.
Huh.
But yeah, the story was great in that one too.
Nice.
BioShock Infinite, though, is a little heavy-handed. Whereas like BioShock, I guess it's not. BioShock was about egoism and what's the man's value, greed is good, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Whereas BioShock Infinite is like, racism is bad. It's like, we already know this. It's a little heavy-handed in BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
Have you played that?
I haven't played it yet.
There's the first scene you have to go on to whatever it's called. I can't remember what they call the BioShock Infinite world. But there's a stage play, and it's about I can't remember if it's a black guy and a white girl, or a white guy and a black girl, but they're lovers, and you have to are given an apple to throw at them, because they're it's not a stage play. They're in trouble because they were race mixing.
Yeah.
And you given an apple, and you're supposed to throw it at them, or the guy that's doing the little, the constable guy.
Yeah.
It's which is the good or which is the bad, and then you throw it at the constable guy, and then everyone doesn't like you anymore. It's a little heavy-handed in that game. At least that's what I remember it being like, anyways. So.
Yeah, haven't played it.
It was fine gameplay-wise and everything.
I definitely wanted to. I mean, I own it because they gave it away for free on Epic.
Yeah,
but
I recommend it, but it's not as nuanced as BioShock.
Yeah.
So, also BioShock has one of the greatest twists of all time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it's hard to recreate that magic.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, anyways, System Shock, it's coming. Finally.
It's coming. And Night Dive, the people making it, have sold to Atari.
Oh, really?
and apparently they're into it.
I mean, if anyone offers you money to buy you out, you're into it. Doesn't matter who's buying it.
Well, the lead on the System Shock remake was oh, what? Atari? Are you sure? But everything that the CEO has said and done, they're not worried. They're oh, okay.
I mean, when they're signing the checks, you always say, oh, okay. You always agree to it.
Wade Rosen is the Atari CEO now, and he's pretty fresh to the company. So they're thinking that it's going to be okay.
But Atari's nothing but name, basically.
It literally is nothing but a name right now.
The name was sold off and bought and sold a bunch of times. Yeah. So it's just we could have bought Atari and made the Atari paving company or something like that, So well, this might be a boost for Atari. Maybe they're just going to get right back into making
consoles, IPs. Well, just new IPs. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's not really a new IP, but
no, but maybe they will start becoming a game company.
Yeah, I mean, they're just a publisher, so they could publish any game, really.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, when they're acquiring a development house, obviously the thought is they are looking to make a game.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Atari company owns any of the Atari games. Like, I don't think
Probably not.
I mean, maybe they got sold off together with the name Atari, but usually that shit gets broken up when they're sold off. So
Yeah.
I don't know the exact deal with it is. But yeah. I mean, yeah, cool. It's a known name in the video game world, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody was clamoring for like
No.
an Atari publishing name to come back or anything.
No, definitely not.
So, but yeah, when you get sold out and they're going to give you a bunch of money to buy your company, you're just like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, sure.
It's good.
Might as
We
well.
love it. It's great. They're very hands off.
Yeah.
We love the money they gave us. That's basically what the goal is when you start a company like that.
Let's get bought out.
Yeah, then you get fucking paid
Yeah.
like big time.
For your hard-earned work.
Yeah,
your dollar
dude.
dues.
You do it for a long time, and then they're just like, we'll give you whatever X amount of money, and it's like, finally.
I'll retire.
And you can, well, or you could just start another studio.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine like Night Dive, how much they started in their garage. They had 3 computers. Like, I don't know what their story is, but I'm sure it was nothing basically, and they built their way up slowly to being a bigger company.
Yeah.
So if they want to start again, they've already done it from 0, so they could start from a little higher up and be ready to go, you know?
Yeah. So
Just buying the company means nothing. You have to get the people that are part of the company to stay.
Yeah.
So,
So Night Dive did Doom 64.
okay, they've been around for a little while
They did
then.
Turok 2.
Terrible, terrible game.
They did Blood. And they did Sin Gold.
Okay.
Oh, even more. Oh, and they did Turok.
Terrible, terrible game. So they've been around for a while. Wait, did they do Turok like the remaster or like the original Turok?
They might have done the remaster because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what I think anyways. But yeah, if you can't get the people to stay, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just bought the name, really. That's why a lot of these acquisitions, they offer bonuses. Like, oh, we'll give you $10,000 to stay, but if you stay for 2 years, we'll give you $50,000. And then they have the golden handcuffs.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I have to stay for 2 years, even though I don't want to, because
Yeah.
I need to get paid. So, yeah, it sucks that way, but that's the way business goes, right?
Well, that's the way it is. It's just business, bud.
Yep.
It's just business.
Exactly.
All right. That is our last article.
Not
there wasn't
too much
to talk about
No,
this
that's okay.
week. But, you know,
I'll
we'll
allow
drag
it.
on with our blabbering on. So
Yes.
that's good.
Yep.
So, yeah, thanks for coming out and listening to this or watching this episode of the Streamvoid podcast.
Should we do Game Club?
Oh, we should do Game Club.
Yeah.
I forgot about Game Club.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
We did Yakuza 0, Chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Which was, I can't remember what this chapter was called,
I don't know.
but we are Kiryu again, doing the Camarocho Realty Company, LLC, basically.
Yep.
We've got information about the Tachibana real estate,
Mm-hmm.
and we're still trying to find out about the empty lot, because that's the key of this whole game.
Yes.
And this chapter is for me, mostly the time I spent was buying real estate.
Yeah.
And leveling up my real estate and earning a fuck ton of money. So much money. I bought every single property in the
Leisure Kings District.
Yeah, this was the Ledger King.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought every fucking thing that was available, and I beat him out of the... I took over.
Yeah, I mean, you did that last episode, didn't you?
Was that... Oh, that was last
sure you did
episode.
that
Yeah,
last
yeah,
episode.
okay. This was just... Oh, yeah, this chapter was like, now the other areas opened up.
Has it?
Yeah, you can buy the properties from the other districts.
I wasn't able to.
Well, you have to actually beat the Ledger King.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it unlocks the other districts.
Yeah, I just started buying property. I was
yeah.
I can't buy this store. Why can't I buy this store? Oh, because you can't buy into the stores that you can go into.
There's some you can get eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the ones you go into, you have to rub your nose along every wall.
Yeah.
Until you find something.
Yeah,
There's no way to find them otherwise.
I was like, oh, I can buy a pachinko parlor?
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought the 2 pachinko parlors, and I'm like, oh, I can't go in them and play pachinko. Get stuffed again.
No, I know that sucks. No, but once you beat the Leisure King, all the other billionaires come and confront you, and they're like, "Hey, we're ready. We're here. We're fighting you.
We're fighting you now."
And then you can go and buy their businesses and stuff like that too.
So I managed to get the Baressa, the panty girl.
Oh, the Sarah girl. Oh, she's one of your employees?
I got her as an employee, and
Yeah,
I
did
got
too.
I did not get the the stop and search guy.
Did you finish his friend?
No.
You have to finish their friend stories or their sub story.
Yeah.
Then they'll show up outside the place and be like, "Hey, can I have a job?"
I got him to defend me from a knife-wielding maniac part of the story, and that's
There's another one after that.
Yeah.
That you have to do, I think. Maybe. But they also don't necessarily stand right there either.
No.
Like one of them was down the road that I found him and got him to join me. Like, the guy that you do the there was that weird commercial we fear. Maybe you didn't do that sub story. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a second one where Miracle Johnson comes to town and you film in his music video. And once you film his music video, then you can hire the director of the music video as one of your guys.
Oh.
So it's blatantly obvious that Miracle Johnson is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
When you do the quest. And it's blatantly obvious that the director is Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. Steven Spinning.
Yeah. So you can recruit him to work for you too. I also recruited the Leisure King. He works for me now. I got the police officer. I got the Barosera girl. I got the fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a chicken.
Nugget.
I have Nugget that works for me as well.
I haven't seen the chicken. I haven't seen the fortune teller yet.
So to get the chicken, you have to go and befriend the girl at the bowling alley until she says, like, "We're having a contest to win a turkey." You have to get a turkey in bowling to win a turkey.
Oh.
So you have to get 3 strikes in a row to win this turkey.
Yeah.
But it's actually a chicken. And then it's a manager for your businesses. So you get that. Did I get anyone else? Oh, I got the guy. Did you do the I can't remember what their band. There's the band that you have to do.
No.
There's a guy with a crazy big pompadour, and there's a band, and you have to coach them on how to talk to their fans because they want to be like greasers.
Yeah.
But they're like really like dorky. Like, on my days off, I like to do gardening and like go for walks with my puppy. So you have to tell them like, no, that's not like hardcore enough. You have to see getting fist fights and shit like that.
That's kind of horror.
Yeah. So when you recruit him, he's really good at leveling up your like gambling sites.
Yeah.
So I recruited him too.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've leveled up all my Leisure King businesses are almost all S rank.
Yeah.
I make like 70 million yen every time.
Nice.
But the other ones I'm leveling up slowly, but my security isn't good enough and I get attacked all the time and I lose like my percentages, So I need better dudes basically. But yeah, that's mostly what I did this chapter anyway, was that because like, what do you have to do in this chapter? Go back to Bar Serena.
Go back to the empty lot.
Yeah, you have to go back to the empty lot, take a look at it. Tachibana meets you there.
Yeah.
And says like, we're getting close. No, he knows who owns it now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to tell you yet, just because. And this is after Oda has told Tachibana like, hey, the Dojima's coming to get you. You should hide out.
Yeah.
And Nikishi got attacked by Kuze in Serena.
Yeah.
That was last chapter.
Yes.
So this chapter we go back to Serena and we can talk to those guys. They don't really say anything.
Well, I didn't go back there.
Oh yeah, you can go and talk to them or whatever. Huh. They're like arguing and then the girl is like, "Hey, do you guys want to settle down in here? Like what's going on here?"
Yeah, that's right at the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Well, that's like because the chapter comes back in and you're in there anyway.
Yeah.
And then you have to go home and sleep.
Yes, there's not much before you sleep in this chapter, really. I learned the cash confetti ability for throwing money in the air.
You go down to the lady wrestling.
Yeah, did you do that?
Cat fight.
Did you do that?
I went down there.
You didn't do
I
it?
didn't do any cat fighting.
Somehow I won the first one, and
Yeah.
I made like 70 million yen on my like million yen bet.
Nice.
It was crazy. You have to do like this weird rock, paper, scissor thing, and then if it's a tie, you have to jam on the button. But like for some reason, some of my moves would like just insta kill them almost. It was crazy, but it was also like very like TNA. It's like low camera angle, looking between their legs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely is. This game is just horny all the time.
Oh yeah, big time. So it was interesting, anyways. But yeah, basically nothing happens in this chapter until you go to sleep.
Yeah.
You wake up, and
then it's running from Dojima.
Yeah, we got to get away from the whole clan, basically.
Yeah.
So when you're going through town, you get into all these fights with the Dojima guys.
Yep.
And there'll be one guy who will be like, "You got a minute to get here." And I'm assuming that if you don't beat him in a minute, more guys will show up.
Yep, that's exactly what happens.
Because I beat them all before they could call reinforcements.
I couldn't.
No?
No. They were so strong.
Okay.
Because I'm so under leveled.
Oh, yeah.
That I was just like, just punching them forever, just executing moves all over the place.
Which
it's like,
mode were you using?
Brawler.
Oh, okay, me too.
Because Brawler's my most leveled up one.
Yeah. No, wait. Was Brawler the
no.
weapon one?
No.
What's the weapon one called? Berserker or something?
Fury or something like that.
That's the one I used. Because I leveled it up now, I automatically pick up weapons if I punch.
You do anyway.
No.
That's its special thing, is you automatically pick up weapons.
Oh, okay. But I would just pick up a motorbike and just swing it and just knock them down.
Yeah, I eventually got to that point where I was using that because there's too many guys.
Yeah,
I had to like hit them all at once in order for me to actually move forward.
Yeah, and I like motorbike because it'll break like 2 times, but you keep holding it. So it'll be like break the motorbike and it'll be like half a motorbike, and then you keep swinging it, and then it'll just be the motorbike tire. So it's like 3 weapons in one.
Yeah, I eventually had to do that because it was.
Yeah.
By the end of it, everyone was so spongy.
Oh yeah.
That I couldn't get through.
You need to do some. You need to do some businessing to get some money because I'm getting so much money.
I used all of my
staminans,
my yakisobas, my pot noodles, everything.
I did one. I think I healed myself up once later in the chapter.
Yeah.
I'm just so tanky with all my money, basically. But even the 30-second one, I was like, I beat him in 15 seconds.
Not me. I was like, oh man, there's like 8 guys on the screen. I'm like beating them up, and all of a sudden there's 16 guys on the screen because I didn't do the thing.
I should have let it happen to see what it happens like.
Oh my god! And then the end where you have to fight the big guy with the bat.
You fight, Kuze?
Not Kuze. Before that.
Oh yeah,
there's the big fat guy who just drop kicks you the entire time.
Yeah. That was a bit tough.
Drop kick. I was like, oh my god, this is impossible. But yeah, and I drank and ate all my food there, and then of course, you're running away, and the stripper comes out and is like, hey,
yeah,
come into here. It's a secret tunnel. You can get through here.
Secret tunnel.
And then she's like, I hate the Dojima boys. They suck.
JK.
And you go in there, and there's instant healing items on the ground. You're like, okay, well, here comes the boss fight. You betrayed me. Great.
Exactly. You go into the tunnel, and somehow Kuze got a motorbike down there.
He sure did.
It was a cool ass scene. Like, it looked cool as hell. But it was like, how did this even get down here?
Yeah.
And I like it. Like, we're fighting in the sewage, right? And like, we eventually beat down Kuze, and he's like,
super easy too.
He was like, pretty easy. Yeah.
He didn't even get a hit off.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, once he got to like very little life and he did his fire thing, he actually started hitting me with the bat, but it wasn't doing any damage. I was like, why is this boss fight so much easier than the bunch of dudes?
This, maybe it was your fighting style you were using. I was just
using Brawler.
I was using whatever the beefy one is. I don't know what that one is. Because there's like the challenges for defeating a number of guys.
Yeah.
I've already done the Brawler one.
Mm-hmm. I just did the Brawler one in this chapter.
I got 300 or whatever, and now I was working on this other style, so I just used that the whole time.
Yeah.
But I used that on him, and I think I healed once on this guy, and I didn't even need to.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I'm getting down a little low, and then I did it, and then I just like one comboed him and defeated him. But I like when you defeat him, and he's just like laying in the fucking sewer, just doesn't get up.
Get here!
And then Kiryu like makes like he's gonna kill him, and he picks up the the lead pipe, and then he just drops it like good guy Kiryu and walks away, right? I'm just like, how many times am I going to beat this guy? He's going to have to, next time he shows up, he's missing his other pinky. So we leave the sewer and it leads, just take the correct door and we go into like the dance club.
Yeah, an underground dance club. And
Iwano's there dancing with the girl and he's like, come on, dance with us, Kiryu. We're just having a good time. And basically Iwano says like, oh, you've taken out all these guys that were like in my way. Thank you.
Yeah.
You should join me, like I don't care about the Yakuza. This is a job for me and I do it to live the good life.
Yeah.
And you know what? You could join me and we could do the thing together. And Kiryu's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to go out of here. And then Iwano pulls out a gun and blows away the waitress.
Yeah.
Or girl, whatever she is, not a
girl
waitress.
He's dancing with, and then throws the gun on the ground.
And is like, hey, if you don't join me, you're going to go outside and get shot. And there's like 100 guys out there waiting to aerate you.
Yeah.
And Kiryu's like, I'd rather die than join them. So like, whatever. So it's like, why didn't Iwano just kill him?
Yeah, right?
Like, I mean, I guess I know why.
Killed the girl, but yeah.
It's to make the story more interesting or whatever. But it's like, that's the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
Join me. No, bang. Game's over. Obviously, they can't do that, but it's also just stupid as hell.
Yeah.
So he goes outside and there's nobody out there. He was all bluff.
He goes, opens the door. It's just bright light because it's sunshiny out. And he's like, oh, there's nobody out here.
And at that point, Kiryu's suit was back to being pristine white.
Oh, yeah, yeah. When you're going through the sewers, it's all gross. But when you get outside, it's just perfectly white again.
And then he's leaving and Nishiki pulls up in his car like, get in, we got to get out of here before the Dojima guys see you.
Yeah.
So Nishiki drives away and, Kiryu's having a nap. And he's like, we got to get out of town. He just drives and drives and drives. And they go to the forest. And Kiryu's like, okay, why here? And Nishiki's like, oh, you got to disappear or whatever. And then
out.
Nishiki pulls out a gun like, you're going to get tortured. You're going to get hurt so bad. This is the only thing I can do to help you, blah, blah, blah. He's having the voice acting was great.
Oh, yeah. I may have shed a tear in this scene.
It was pretty much like, Nishiki's like, I don't want to do it, but, you're going to get tortured. Yeah. And this is the only way to save you. I can't do anything else to help you. And Kiryu's like, okay, well, you can kill me, but make sure you cut off my head and take it back so you can, like, get back in the Yakuza and get in their good graces, blah, blah, blah. And Nishiki's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. So Kiryu basically talks him out of it. But then he's like, okay, you can't help me anymore. We're done. Yeah. We're no longer brothers. So then I was like thinking like, wow, I wonder if in the other game, like we've never played the other games. Yeah. But I'm wondering if like in the other games, if they're like actually enemies.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I don't know. Like it's hard to say because we've never played the other ones. Obviously, if we had played them in release order, we would have been to like Yakuza 5. Yeah. And then it would be like Yakuza 0 comes out, so we learn like the history or whatever. Yeah. But
without knowing the history of what happens,
I just have a feeling that going forward, like in the other games, he's going to be like an adversary.
Yeah, maybe. It was a really good scene.
Yeah, it was really good.
I was tearing up a little bit.
It was really good.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, I wonder if it was this good on the whatever console it came out on. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, it came out on the PS4, so it probably it was probably this good.
Yeah, exactly. And then I like Kiryu takes his car.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
see you later, Nishiki. You're gonna have to walk back. Gonna walk. And then he drives away, basically.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the chapter.
That's the end of the chapter.
When it was going on, I was like, damn it, I want to play more. But also the thing too is like I streamed it on like Monday night, and I didn't realize that there was like not that much story in the chapter.
Yeah.
Because I played for like 4 hours doing side missions and like all the stuff around Kamurocho.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, I'll go to the apartment and go to bed, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize there was like literally like an hour's worth of playing after that you can do. Because you can't do any side missions really.
No, you can't.
Well, you can't. Like I went and played baseball. But you can't. There's no other side missions on the streets, right? Mm-hmm. It's just the
buildings.
You could go like play Hang On or something like that. And so Saturday morning I started streaming and it was like, oh, I'm done. It's been like 50 minutes and I'm done here. So I was like, damn it, I want to play more. But then of course the next chapter we switched back to Goro, Majima. So I was like, well, I can't just continue on now because I don't know. Well, whatever. Anyways. it was a good chapter anyways.
Yeah, I started buying businesses at the start.
Yeah.
I got to do the dominatrix quest, so I got to see the
erotic
racy videos.
Not very erotic, are
No.
they? Yeah.
No, you're right. I only watched one. I was like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird more than anything.
Yep.
I have a bunch of them now, though. I've met so many people.
Yeah, I've only got 3. I watched one and I was like, I don't know.
Most of the side missions involving like a girl unlock a video, basically.
Yeah.
So like the one convenience store where she becomes your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Once you unlock that, you get a video. But also, once you become her friend, she'll be like, hey, do you want to run my store for me? So you get that as a business.
Oh, okay.
And then way down south, there's a sushi place on the very southernmost road down there. And it's another guy that you befriend. And then he is like, hey, do you want to run the business for me? And you're like, yep. And you just get like the sushi place.
Huh.
But yeah, I was just, the other district's businesses are so expensive.
Yeah.
Like I would go up to it and be like, oh, I can inspect this. And it's like 350 million yen. What the hell?
That's an expensive business.
I can't even think about that.
Not yet. You got to spend more days collecting
Yeah,
cash.
yeah. Well, I like that it's fast too.
Yeah.
A day is
sure.
like 3 minutes or something like that. So, I'm excited to play some more. I don't know where the story's going.
No, me neither. The story is extremely good.
Like the only thing I know. Oh, that was the other thing in here where Kiryu and Nishiki are talking, and he's like, they'll torture you until you go crazy and whatever, blah blah blah, and they'll never see the light of day. And it's like, oh, they did that to Goro Majima, but he came out of it.
Yeah.
But the thing is like in the future games, I think he's like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's like mental.
Goro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's holding it together pretty good now, but I think in the future games he's like the Joker basically.
He just goes off.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was very interesting. I'm excited to play some more.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yep. Tomorrow, hopefully.
Yes.
See how I feel after work.
Yeah, I didn't have any opportunity to play throughout the week, so I'm like Friday night. I'm like, oh man, better get going here. Or Friday day, and then I finish it up Saturday day.
Yeah. It's pretty quick, so
yeah. Sometimes it is. But yeah, I wanted to faff around, try and get the video so I could watch it and get some more real estate going, which I did.
Yeah.
So I got my goals done.
Nice. Yeah, there's another side quest I did where I had to tell stories to the guy on the radio. Did you do that one?
No.
Eventually in your like real estate office, the radio will be on. Oh, I also had to buy a kid a porno mag. But there's a thing where you have to tell stories to this guy on the radio and he'll give you a gift.
Yeah.
And you choose your side missions that you've done to tell the story. You write a postcard and he'll read it on air. And if he likes it, once he's read 3 of yours on the air and you liked them, you get a prize or whatever. Huh. So you have to choose the stories. And sometimes you're like, I didn't really like that story or whatever. So I told him 3 stories about the fortune teller, buying the kid a porno mag, and I don't know the other one. And then he showed up and gave me a gift of like a katana or something like that. So
have you gone to the phone club and done the phone club game?
No, I haven't.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you have to like wait at the phone until a call comes in. Then you have to hit the button right away, and you pick up the phone. It's just like you throw the phone back. You're like, oh, let's go.
No, I haven't.
So you go Super Saiyan, and then you start talking on the phone. Oh, mushy mush. It's like such an epic thing, and you're like, mushy mush.
I'll have to.
And then you have to like, there's like a dial that goes around your character, and you have to like pick the right answer to the question that he's asking.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. It's difficult.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely do. You'll be like, what is going on?
The most difficult thing I've done so far in the game is try to play the baseball batting cage.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, at a batting cage, they only shoot the ball at you at one speed and one pitch type.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, they're throwing sliders and sinkers at me and shit.
Yeah, even on the easy.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing? So I don't know how I couldn't even get one run. Every time if I hit the ball, foul ball.
Yeah?
If I could connect.
Were you not on the easy one?
I was on the easiest one.
I found I was able to hit homers.
I don't know how. I couldn't tell. Like, I was aiming around, but is that me aiming to hit the ball
aiming.
or aiming where the ball goes?
That's aiming where the ball goes. So when you aim, you go to that home run in the corner, and every time you hit the ball, it'll go right there.
I couldn't I don't, and the angle was weird. It was like,
Oh, it's a super weird angle.
Everything's
just
I
weird
tried it
about
like 3 times. I was like, fuck this. I'll try back another time.
I hit 3 homers in a row, then couldn't hit another ball.
Yeah.
That's it. I was like, oh,
It's crazy.
my God.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens now with Goro.
Yeah.
But no real estate.
No
Sad.
real estate.
Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, whatever.
Well, guys, that is now going to be the end of this podcast. If you liked what you were listening to or watching, please leave us a review. Leave us a comment.
Please
join the studio Discord. It's down below, and get in there and join in the conversation. You can suggest us things to talk about if you like.
Yeah,
it's perfectly okay to do, and maybe we'll talk about it if it's not garbage.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, leave us a review. Share us with a friend. If you're listening to this on like Apple Podcasts, leave us some. Leave us a
review.
Some amount of stars that you feel is appropriate.
I saw the reviews for a change.
Yeah,
there's 2.
Nice.
I'd like to see 3.
Yes, let's get a 3rd review up there. That would be amazing.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Please do it.
Do it. All right, we will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye.
Bye.
Pixacat. You guys, you need 4 big guys. Rikishi. Like the wrestler Rikishi. He needs the 4 big guys for 365 24/7. Hey, wait a minute. Tent City? No. Pixacat. I don't think so, dude. Oh, baby. How's the day treating you?
There's nobody there. It's just us chickens right now.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Doing good, eating right now?
Scott is here.
What are you eating? Yeah, I don't know what this view count is all about.
Yeah.
It says 1 person is watching.
1 person.
I'm been literally watching the whole time. So, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with that. View counts on Twitch have been weird. I had my McDonald's breakfast.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to pee and grab a snack.
Do it.
My belly is going.
Do it. When I was streaming, it said 1 viewer for like 30 minutes. It meant 30 viewers. It was mistaken. How you feeling today, Pixacat? I'm feeling way better. Oh, yeah. Do you want to do something later? Oh, my elbow. I'm cracking everywhere. Be back later. Mother's Day card emergency. Oh, yeah. I already called my mom this morning when I was walking over here. I already TCB'd. Oh, but I should really send. I'll let you know Sundays and Mondays are the noisiest days at my house. Okay. Let me know later. I should send a message to my stepmom. Maybe I'll do it later because she'll probably want to reply to it and everything. I'll wait. Yeah. Mother's Day card emergency. Yeah, dude. We're going to do Weebus Plebus in a minute here. We watched episode 7, 8, 9 of Made in Abyss. I watched them last night. They were interesting. I tried to watch another anime, but it didn't work out. Did I mark it down here? No, I didn't. Why didn't I do that? I better find that name of that anime I tried to watch. What was it called? Oh, yeah. What a weird name. What the fuck? That's why. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Well, if today doesn't work, let me know another day. Preferably the day before. So then I can be prepared. Ooh. Hiya. Yes, we're going to do Weebus Plebus next. Mikey T is getting a drink or a snack or something like that. Then we're going to weeb it up. Yay. Yay. Yep. I watched the episodes last night before I went to bed. I had a long ass sleep last night. I was in bed by like 11-ish, I want to say. And I slept till 9:30. Like, what the fuck? I woke up and I was like, holy fuck, I gotta leave here. Like, in like 30 minutes. Fire sleep. Yeah, it was pretty good. I woke up once, though. I'm not sure why, but I went back to sleep anyways. I had a crazy dream yesterday, though, after I drank my Monster and I went to sleep. I dreamt that I purchased a new Monster flavor that was creamy garlic. Welcome back. You're just going to eat tuna straight from the can? How old is that?
February 21.
2021?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
See if it's good.
It's fine.
Yeah, of course.
I got like 50 new follows on my Snapchat all night. My phone was vibrating. Oh, yeah. That's how popular you are.
Pops. Oh, yeah. Smells like good.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, what's this? Mikey 18 out of the can, too.
It's teriyaki tuna.
Oh, my God. Ooh, look at them. Look at them peppers. Oh, my God.
Pepperinos.
Put a bit of mayo in it. I really like Chipotle mayo. My old tuna can sandwich. A little celery. Pretty good. Eat it with the saltine. Do we have saltines in Canada?
Yeah, they're called Premium Plus.
That's not a saltine. That's a soda cracker. Oh, yeah, they are the same. Yeah, we don't have saltines in Canada. We have Premium Plus. Kind of weird name for a cracker, dude.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cracked wheat kind of guy.
Ah, a stoned wheat then.
Yeah, stoned wheat then. I also love Vienna sausages. Okay, so she couldn't eat a fucking Spam, but she can eat a fucking Vienna sausage.
How do you not eat a Spam?
She said the smell grossed her out when she was cooking it.
What kind of Spam were you cooking?
With lemon and tapatio. It's American Spam, so who knows? It's like thicker. There's probably different like Spam recipe in the United States.
I mean, there has to be since you can't get it shipped here.
Yeah.
From the States.
There's like probably lower quality meat in Spam in America. Could you imagine lower quality meat Spam? Oh my God.
We had some of that already.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. You gotta have Canadian Spam, Master.
Canadian Spam cooked by a Canadian man.
Yeah, there you go. Have you used that grill since then?
No.
No? That's okay.
I was going to. I was like, steaks. And then I'm like, no, you got to cook steaks in butter. Can't cook steaks on a grill.
How much lower quality meat can you get in Spam? Well, I mean, like, we have different rules in Canada. So.
Yes, quite different.
Like, we can't buy meat at the dollar store here. Like ground beef at the dollar store? Not a chance.
Dollar store ground beef? Yeah, that's not a thing.
Like, we can't use the dyes that you use in America. Like, if you saw Canadian Fruit Loops, you'd be like, why are they so dull?
Epic Gamers TV. Temperature is hot.
Epic is on YouTube?
Yep.
Epic, what's going on? I can't see your chatting, but okay.
I don't...
Good to be here.
Where's the timestamps on this? God.
Dollar store ground beef. Huge W. Huge L, dude. Yeah, we can't buy that here.
No.
No, it's not possible. Like, I don't know. Can they use hormones on beef in the Americas? I don't know.
I don't know.
You can't here in Canada.
Beef. Hormones.
America.
South Dakota State University says.
Well, it sounds like a...
Estrogenic activity in beef.
Yeah.
Since 1950, the Food and Drug Administration had approved a number of steroid hormone drugs to use in beef, cattle, and sheep.
You can't do that in Canada.
Including estrogen.
I don't even think they can use
testosterone.
Antibiotics in Canada. That's why, like, when you see A&W, it says, like, hormone free. It's like, yeah, so what? Everything is hormone free in Canada. Get the fuck out of here. That's like when they put gluten free on popcorn. Yeah, no shit, it's gluten free.
In Canada, growth hormones are only approved for use in cows.
Oh, they can use them in cows?
That's it.
Maybe it's chicken, they say, no hormones. Put those beef on HGH.
Yeah, can't do it with chicken or anything else, only beef.
No hormones. Yeah, if a hormone, she's faking it for sure.
In Canada, the level of synthetic hormone residues that can be left in beef is 0.
Oh yeah, synthetic. Can only be natural. Oh, natural. That's good. I only like my natural hormones.
Oh, interesting.
What's that?
Costco everywhere requires all of its beef to be antibiotic and hormone free.
Yeah. It is important.
It is most important.
I love Costco. I like Costco fine, but I don't have a Costco membership or anything because I don't need 4,000 pounds of something. It's too much for me. For one person.
People also asked, is Made in Abyss very dark?
Well, starting now, yes. Definitely.
Yeah, it's rated 17 plus.
You wouldn't guess it from the first 6 episodes.
Yeah, right? We're doing 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9, baby. Why was 7 scared of 9?
Why was 6 scared of 7, you mean?
Oh, yeah, right. That's how it goes.
Yeah, because 7, 8, 9.
That's how it goes.
That's literally how it goes. Meaty.
7, 8, 9. I had a nice egg salad sandwich yesterday for lunch.
Gross.
No way, dude. What do you mean gross?
Gross.
Why is it gross?
Cold eggs? Gross.
No, dude. It's not just eggs. It's also mayonnaise.
And salmon?
No, there's no salmon in a...
No, not a cold egg salmon salad sandwich?
7 is a sociopath? No, I said it was egg salad, not egg salmon salad.
Egg salmon sandwich?
No, it was delicious. Selectable. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I also had bacon chips with it. Pretty good.
Bacon chips?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon chips. Damn it.
I forgot to rewatch the episodes because I'm so far ahead now.
That's okay. I watched them last night. It's fresh as
very good.
Fresh in my brains. But you can do a little quick read through.
I'm doing it.
Oh shit. Peaks Cat, when's the next stream? Tuesday?
Jess.
And that's in the morning? Excuse me. I'm definitely working on Tuesday because a guy's coming to meet me to show me some bullshit.
Hello.
It's a salesman. Four big guys. It's one guy. I don't know what he looks like because I never met him before. His name is Rob. He works for a Canadian outdoor company that sells camping supplies.
4 big guys.
Called Coghlan's.
Coghlan's 4 big guy supplies.
No, 4 big guys. One guy. I don't know how big he is. I mean, he's a sales guy, so.
Coghlan's.
Yeah.
Coghlan's Raleigh, North Carolina's #1 80s and 90s bar.
No. It's Coghlan's. You'll recognize it when you see it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. You know what their #1 item is?
Fire starter.
No, wrong. Camp toaster.
Oh, camp toaster.
Yeah, for toasting your bread.
Yeah. They're right on the main page. There
They
it is.
sell that thing for like zero profit. It's like their
They're
key
a loss
item.
leader.
Because I went to a company in the United States at the trade show in Las Vegas.
Yep.
And they're like, "We have a camp toaster. You should order it from us." And they wanted like, I don't know, everything else we buy from them dirt cheap. Like when we buy like a gold pan from them, it's like 50 cents. We sell it for $12, but it's like 50 cents. The camp cooker from them was like $6 American. And I remember the owner was like, "Oh, should we get these?" I'm like, "No, they're way too expensive." And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, like we buy them for like $3 Canadian." And they're like, How? And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure they sell them for zero profit. I think they sell it as just because that's their #1 item. So they just sell it for dirt cheap because there's no way you could match their pricing basically. Because these guys that we were buying from in the States, they get everything from China. Dirt cheap." But I was like, no, we're not buying them.
Cast iron cleaning kit with a chainmail scrubber.
I know. I think I'm getting that. I think I ordered that. Yeah.
Huh.
I think I ordered that. Pretty much anything on there I've ordered.
The mesh repair packets?
Yep, all that shit.
What the hell's what do you repair with the mesh repair packet?
Tent mesh.
Oh.
It's like a sticker.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. It just looks like mesh.
Yeah.
It's like a sticker. Yeah. Yeah, I buy from them all the time. Once a week.
Picking the cable cover in a box.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They introduced some interesting things. There were some games they added with these weird wood dice, and you'd shake them and it'd be like a bug and a stick, and you'd have to do like a scavenger hunt to go find a bug and a stick.
Huh.
Yeah.
Recreation and leisure, games and activities.
Yeah. They look kind of cool.
7-function binoculars.
That's recreation. I don't buy those. No, I don't buy the binoculars.
Fireside story dice.
Yes, that's the one. That's what I was talking about. It was a story dice, not a whatever I said.
Fireside gaming kit. Scavenger hunt.
Yeah. Oh, there is a scavenger hunt?
Yeah.
One? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a set of like one of those stupid
it's like a
containers.
Yeah, I got those
find
too.
all the things to put in it.
Yeah, right. I got them. I mixed them up. I got that thing too.
Flower petal, something. I can't read that. Y-shaped twig, pine cone, group of leaves, something metal, sparkly rock, moss, dry leaves, and paper refuse.
Yep. It's a good way to clean up the campsite.
The other one is bean pod, pine needle, something that a bug lives in, flower, green leaf,
Yep.
charcoal, maybe? Seed, round rock, clover, and plastic refuse.
What was I going to say? Oh, those guys, they used to offer us free delivery. So I just order and they'd ship it.
Mm-hmm.
They changed. So now I get a 3% freight allowance. So basically 3% of the value of my order is they'll give you that as a ship credit.
Huh.
So if I ordered $100, I'd get $3 shipping credit.
Ooh.
So I basically have to order like to get free shipping. I have to order like $2,000 worth of stuff at a time.
I mean, don't you do that anyway?
Well, no, but when I had free shipping, it was like $150 minimum. So I would do an order no matter what every week if it was $150.
Yeah.
Now I have to wait pretty much 2 weeks to get enough. Anyways, it's a whole thing. It's the same thing with this food we would order. It comes from Montreal, and you have to do $2,000, I think, to get free shipping. And I had set it all up so I could order once a week. So we would get an order every week, basically. But we had to carry more of stuff. Like, so rather than just carrying, like, let's say in a week we could sell 7 bags of chips. Mm-hmm. I would have it so we'd have 14, right? Just because we needed to order that much to do weekly orders, so we're not out, right? So for the like 1 week when I wasn't doing orders, the guy, like the owner's son, decided like, oh, we have too much chips and shit like that. We need to change them all down because we're carrying too much stock here. Yeah. So they changed it, and now I can't order every week because they changed all the numbers. I've never changed them back. So now the owner's like, why is it taking so long to get the stuff? And I'm like, well, they changed everything to carry less. So
now we run out.
We run out. So that's them, not me.
Yep.
So maybe one day I'll fix it. But I just was like, all my work was just taken away. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
Especially since it was like literally in 1 week's time, they fucked it all up.
As soon as you leave, they're like, we can do it better.
Well, and anyways, it's like, why not ask me why it's like this?
Yeah, right.
It's just like, no, we'll change it.
Nah, just make changes. Just make changes.
I don't understand why people do that. Like, whenever I'm going into something, like,
and you don't
why do you do it like this? What's the story behind this? Like, why? And it's like, oh, that's why. Oh, I see. I never do that. That makes sense. Whereas they'll be just like, oh yeah, just change it. Okay, fuck, whatever.
Just change it. Doesn't matter, right?
Whatever, dude. No worries. Doesn't bother me.
Yep.
I guess it does bother me, but
yeah, if it didn't, you wouldn't be talking about it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh well, whatever. It is what it is.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm recording.
Okay. Need to like get some of that get good in you.
I did. I got the get good, but there's like a chunk in there. So
yeah. Just power through it.
Powering through.
Snort it back. DSP it.
DSP it. Gross.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet.
Oh.
Welcome to Weebus Plebus.
Ah.
I am the weeb, Mikey T, and across from me is the plebe.
Hello.
Kurbstomped.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You are listening to the Weebus Plebus. This is a show about anime.
Yes.
And all things related to anime.
Yes.
I, of course, grew up watching anime all my life. I would hunt down the VHSs in the back of the video store.
Wow.
And I would watch them all.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Old timer days.
Yes. And Curb, on the other hand, would burn all that stuff in
No. I just didn't like how their mouths moved. So I didn't watch.
He's too used to Hanna-Barbera, where they would only move the backgrounds.
Yeah. Basically.
Put a background on a reel and just wing it around.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
They were going fast.
It was more like I liked a cartoon that was funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked the cartoon that was not, and it was like ultra serious with robots.
Yes. I mean, I liked Robots in Disguise.
Yes, you did.
But that was also like, I don't know, just more anime. I don't know. Anyways, maybe it's just I was watching the wrong anime.
Probably.
I was probably watching the cheapest stuff they could get on like whatever local TV.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, bringing that stuff over was ultra expensive.
Oh, yeah,
like VHSs were hundreds of dollars.
Well, that was also because they had to sell. They couldn't sell like 1 million of them. They could only sell 100. So they had to charge $100 for each one just to make a profit. Mm-hmm. To get the hardcore weebs before that was a thing. to purchase the anime.
Yeah.
But yes, that is the story of anime. I tried to watch a different anime. Like right now we're talking about Made in Abyss.
Yeah, this will be the third episode that we're talking about.
Episode 7, 8, 9 of Made in Abyss.
Yes.
But I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch something else. Just a different anime.
Just something different.
Yeah, you know, before I was watching the Initial D and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I canceled the Crunchyroll since we're not watching Chainsaw Man anymore. And so I looked through. Well, what my goal was, I wanted to go to Prime Video where we're watching Made in Abyss in Canada.
Yep.
And I was going to go to the anime section and just start with like the A. Whatever was A, the first one, I'd watch it. Yeah, just watch an episode, right?
Yeah.
But on the Prime app on Xbox, it doesn't. You can go to the anime like sub department or whatever, but it's in no particular order. Maybe it's like in popularity or something like that. Because the first thing was Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm like, no, I'm not watching Yu-Gi-Oh first. Forget that.
Yeah, nothing is in order in there.
So then I was like, I just scrolled through it, right? And I got to a thumbnail of one. I'm like, hey, it looks like all these girls are holding hockey sticks. What is this anime? So I looked at it, and it was called Pride of Orange. And I was like, oh, this is like an anime about a female hockey team or something like that. So I was like, oh, I wonder. At first I thought like, well, I'll watch it because I know about hockey, as the Canadian does.
Yeah.
So I would be like, oh, are they following rules of actual hockey? Like, are they doing like, you know, offsides and all that stuff, right? So I started watching it. It's only available in French on Prime Video.
What?
Japanese language, French subtitles. That's the only way it's available on Prime in Canada.
Oh, that is very strange.
So I was like, well, never mind.
Oh yeah, even I'm looking at it right now online, and even the synopsis is in French.
It's in French.
What the heck?
So I was like, I guess I can't watch this. Like, I might be able to fudge my way through it if I was watching it, but I was like, no, never mind. So then I thought, oh, maybe I just went to the French one on Prime. No, it's only available in French on Prime. I checked like the language settings. I searched for it again. No, it's not available.
The girls from the embroidery club of a college in Nico set themselves a new challenge to participate in an ice hockey session organized by the local team, the Dream Monkeys.
The Dream Monkeys, classic. I was disappointed anyways.
Yeah,
I wanted to watch it.
That's kind of too bad.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's on anything else that you can
I don't know.
watch
I didn't look anywhere. But then I was like, okay, let me go look at Disney Plus.
Yeah.
See what anime they have on there. And they have like 3 animes on there.
Yeah, there's not much.
But they didn't really do anything for me. And then I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to go to sleep. Because I could have went to Netflix and looked through their list.
Yeah.
It would probably have been in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
The Prime app sucks. Like,
100%.
It's terrible. So.
It is awful.
Yeah. But I'm sure I could have found an alphabetical list on the Netflix app. But
probably.
I just was like, nah, fuck it. I'll go to sleep instead. So I did not watch any anime. I almost watched an episode of Star Wars Visions from season 1 because I watched the first episode.
Yeah, which was pretty good.
But then the second episode looked like it was like a kid's anime, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna watch this. It was about like a band on Tatooine, and I was like, Tatooine again? I don't want to see any more Tatooine ever again. So I was like, nah.
Was it Slice Noodles and the Max Rebo Band?
The famous Jizz Band. They perform their genre of music is jizz.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was like a kid band. But I was like, no. And that just makes me think of the last episode of the Book of Boba Fett I looked at when they recruited the gang of kids. I was like, this show fucking is so stupid with their motorbikes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. This show is so dumb. Anyways, that's not anime.
It sure isn't.
You did not watch any other anime?
I did not watch any other anime except for this because we are powering through to get through the end of the season so we can start
you want to see the new
next
stuff.
Season. Yeah.
Oh my God.
We really want to see the new stuff because this anime is very good.
Yeah.
And this episode 7 is when we start seeing that this probably isn't a kid's anime.
Yeah,
I mean, it's rated 17 plus, so we already knew. But this is where it starts to go, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like even the earlier episodes. So we're watching Made in Abyss. It's about the treasure hunters going down into this crater, basically,
The abyss,
to get treasure. And if you come up from there, you get sick because of the curse of the abyss, which is a nebulous thing they don't really explain.
Yeah.
The deeper you go, the worse it is. So if you only go down 50 feet, you come up, maybe you get a little dizzy or whatever. But if you go down 5,000 meters, you come up, you die. You know?
Yeah, perhaps.
So you don't really know what causes it or anything, just that it happens.
Yeah.
And up until this point, the story is Riku wants to go down. She wants to meet her mom, who is in the abyss.
At the bottom, waiting
for her, apparently, and she wants to go down there and meet her.
Yeah.
And we've sort of, I keep saying this we like it's a game. Riku and Reg have gone. Reg is a robot, of course. An Oblade, do they call him? Or Obade?
Yeah.
It's not Blade, it's Obade, I think.
Yeah.
They haven't got the credentials to go down deep, but they've sort of snuck down. And they're like apprentices.
Apprentice cave.
They have what color is their whistle?
Red.
They're red whistles. To go deep, you need to be like a different whistle. So white,
black whistle, purple
black,
whistle.
whatever.
Yeah.
So they've snuck down, and they're down into like the third layer is where they're at, the upside down forest. Or is this the fifth?
It's the third layer.
Third layer. And that's basically where this episode picks up, is they've gone down to the camp where the seeker camp, and they've met with this woman down there named Ozma? Ozen, she's the
unmovable sovereign.
Yeah. And at this point, there was a few things that happened last episode that are like, what was this? Like, there's a part where Riku goes out to go to the bathroom or whatever, and there's like a headless thing that's coming after her, and she runs away, and it's like, what the fuck was that? We learn in this episode what that was all about, but it's kind of like they introduce something and they will sort of tell you what it is about. But in the previous episode, Ozen, she was a bit weird.
Oh, yeah.
But like in this one, it ramps it up like she's insane. You think at the start, is she insane? Like, maybe. But it's like, is she just like that, or is it because of the abyss?
I don't know. She spent a lot of time in the abyss, and the abyss is her home now.
So basically, the start of this one is they go into the room, and there's the
curse-repelling vessel.
Yeah, which is what they used to bring. Riku was born in the abyss. She was put inside of this thing and lifted up so she didn't get affected by the curse. It like protects whatever's in it. But at the start of this one, Ozen is like, well, that's what it does, but it also actually does another thing that you don't know about, whereas it like, if something that's dead is put in there, it gets brought back to life.
Yeah.
So like, actually, you were dead. You were stillborn. We put you in it, and then it brought you back to life. And it's like, what the hell? So she's telling her how she was stillborn and all this stuff. And like, just Ozen is just going off, like being super mean to them, basically.
Yeah.
And telling them like, your mom gave birth to you. You were a burden. I put you in it, and then you were come back to life. And then I was like, oh crap, now we have an additional burden because you're alive. And I see you have your little Obade friend here, Reg, and like he doesn't remember anything. Well, I guess I'll have to destroy him before he remembers anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is this heel turn going on here?
And so the piece of meat that attacked them last episode, Ozen had put last night's dinner into the curse repelling vessel to see what would happen, and it came back alive but didn't live for very long. Very
weird that she waited till the day that
she probably remembered. She was like, oh yeah,
but you wouldn't have thought of that like the day after. I don't mean anyways.
And time passes strangely.
Yeah, we find out that as well, that time, maybe 7 years on the surface is only 2 years in the abyss. Which is like, how the hell does that work? But anyways.
Yeah.
So it's very weird in there anyways. Mm-hmm. But Ozen attacks Reg.
Reg attacks Ozen.
Oh yeah, Reg attacks Ozen because she's gone crazy.
Yeah, and and she actually just flicks Riku. And sends her flying across the room. Yeah, because she's like, don't beat up Reg, you're going to hurt him. And then she just like, thwats him away, right? And they have an epic battle where Reg is like, trying to subdue her basically, but nothing's working. Yeah. And she eventually loses her cloak that she was wearing. You could see see her arms, which had been implanted with relics.
Yeah, she called them something weird. 1,000 men pins. Yeah.
And then she puts on her cave exploring outfit to battle Reg with, which is pretty epic scene.
But that's right before that is when Ozan is like, they had a thing talked about earlier where Ozan is like, you know what, Reg, every time you use your incinerator, you pass out and all that. Or maybe that was after.
That's after.
But we know this about Reg.
Yeah.
So as he's going to fight Ozan, he's like, well, maybe I just blast her. Like,
yeah, she was saying that he's unable to control it because when he blasted the bird that mimics the dead, it was all just huge thing. Blasted the entire area, and Ozan's like, you can't even control that thing.
Yeah. So he powers it up, and then Ozan, being strong as she is, she's like, well, what if you like kill her instead? And like points his hands at Riku, and Reg fires it off and misses her or whatever.
Yeah, it just goes through the ceiling.
Yeah, but that's when her like armor gets burnt away, and you can see like her 1,000 men pins. And then Reg sort of is passing out, and Ozan's just like stomping on him, and like destroying the floor. And she's like, "Oh no, I put a dent in the floor. Like, oops, I've wrecked the whatever, you know."
Yeah.
And just beats the shit out of Reg, stomps him and whatever. And you're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" So Reg is like knocked out. And then the next thing you have, and he's like, I don't know if that little thing on his head powers him or what. But his little crown got knocked off. And then the next thing he sees is he can see like a flash of light as they pound this thing back on his head. And he wakes up, and then Ozan's there with all the other,
subterranean bandits.
Yeah, her like gang, basically.
Yeah, her gang of merry men.
And then Riku runs over like, don't you leave me ever again. Like, I need you, blah, 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 blah. And now Ozan's just like, oh, yeah, that was just a test.
This is a test, see if you could do it.
See how strong you are and everything. And it's like, what the hell? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, right. So what had happened was Marl had called the subterranean bandits to come and stop this nonsense. And so Ozan congratulates her on that. Them on that.
So, yeah. So was it actually a test, or was it Ozan just saying that because like, oh yeah, it was just a test?
No, it was just a test. See if they could actually do it. Because she eventually tells them that, that grave, that was your mother's, that's empty. There's nothing there. So she probably is at the bottom of the abyss waiting for you.
So she just did it to make sure that they could survive going into the abyss?
Yeah. And there was a lot of flashback between Ozan and Liza, Liza growing up and shadowing Ozan and wanting to be a white whistle with Ozan.
Yeah. She also would abuse her too.
Yeah.
She slapped her up a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
Like, that was the way they were going to do the test?
That was the way they were going to do the test?
She just baited them into a test?
Yeah.
Couldn't you just say, like, oh, I need to see if you're strong enough to go down there? Let's have a fight?
You gotta have it, like, full on. Like,
what you gotta berate them and tell them she's dead and brought back to life. She's like a abomination. And, like, oh, yeah, the other thing, too, is that we knew that, well, she says because she was brought back to life, she's like trying to get to the center of the abyss, much like the meat chunk she brought back to life. They like try to get back to the center of the abyss or whatever. So that's kind of also why Riku is like trying to get down into the abyss or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I think, is it in this episode where Ozan's like, oh yeah, here's your mom's pickaxe?
No. Well, no, that's the next episode.
Oh, it's the next episode?
This episode ends with Ozan taking Riku and Reg on a survival training out of the outer edge of the inverted forest.
Yeah.
They have to survive there for 10 days, and Reg is not allowed to use his incinerator because it just knocks him out. And
if you're going to use it, you have to be like prepared to...
You have to use it and obliterate whatever it is that you're in front of you and make sure it doesn't come back because you're going to fall asleep for 2 hours and then you're going to leave Riku defenseless.
She's going to get shredded, basically.
Yeah.
Very, just very weird. And like, it was disturbing too when they would show Ozen's face with just like 2 black holes for her eyes and her black smile at them.
Yeah,
and it was just
the
like
voice acting of her is really good in Japanese.
It was super disturbing. And yeah, at this point you're like, wow, okay, this is the turning point. Because up to this point, you know, there'd be like, you get attacked and they'd be like, it's okay, we got out of there. We're just the 2, you know, plucky little young guys going down on an adventure. And then this one is just like, they just pile it on like, oh no, you were dead, your mom, you were stillborn, you know, I'm gonna attack you, and just like, holy fuck, what is happening here? There was some other stuff too. They showed like, what's his name, Halborg talking to the kids upstairs in the thing. He's sort of talking about how Ozen is like the unmovable object, and maybe he should have gone with them because she's really gonna, you know, give him a once over, and they could have used my help or whatever. Just a little lead up to her doing her heel turn there.
Yeah.
Very, very, very weird episode. I enjoyed it, but it was
You learn a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. And when it ended, I was like, wow, that was 20 minutes already? Like, it's over already? That's crazy.
I know, it's like some episodes like, oh man, that went by so fast. And other episodes is like, oh wow, there was a lot of information. That seemed to take forever.
Yeah, like the one
where they were watching for 10 minutes.
The one that when episode 3 maybe or 4, when they actually go into the abyss. Mm-hmm. That episode was so long that there was no end credits. Yeah. The show just kept with the end credits going over top of it.
Yeah.
So it was very crazy that way. But yeah, this one was like, whoa, it's over already? Holy, I can't believe it.
Yeah, so the next episode is called Survival Training. And so this is just them, you know, surviving in the forest for 10 days and their adventures that they get up to.
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about before. One of the things you said when we're like, oh, we should watch Made in Abyss. The world building is so good in this one. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh yeah, I kind of get it now. Because they have like, one of the first things they go on the little, you know, they got to survive, whatever, is we got to get water. Yeah. So they see a glow and they're like, oh, look at the water over here. And she's like, I know it's good water because these bugs only go on fresh water or whatever.
They're called Rohanas.
Yeah, yeah. And she pulls off her helmet, and as soon as she filled her helmet, I'm like, oh, it's like sweaty salt water.
Yeah,
now. Right. But she dips it in, and then you see like this weird hippo creature come out.
All the Rohanas kind of like clear the water.
They clear the water, so you know something's happening.
Yeah.
And you know, this weird hippo comes out, and like Reg like shoots out his arm and grabs her away, so she doesn't get eaten by this thing.
That's called an Otoba.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like an introduction, like, hey, we got to be more careful.
Yeah.
And at this point, okay, Riku's been trying to become a, you know, adventurer her whole life.
Yeah.
She goes to school for it every day, trains for it, but she does this like rookie ass shit all the time.
Yeah. I mean, she's just a child.
But like, anyways, she knows so much about like the abyss and everything, but she acts like just stupid sometimes. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, the water's fine, no problem. It's not like throw a rock in there first, like do anything, you know? And like, yeah, she's a child. So later they're like, you know, oh, all the animals here, it's the light from the shield up top doesn't get here, so they have bad eyesight. So we can have a fire, no problem.
Yeah.
And they make a fire, and then it's just like a million bugs coming to get them, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, she's just a kid. She doesn't think like, oh, the bugs would be attracted to the light or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's so easy. They're just like, oh, let's find some bug-repelling leaves. Oh, yeah, of course. Easy. Yeah. That's all you have to do.
Well, she's got the knowledge, but then she also is very...
She has high intelligence, low wisdom.
Yeah.
D&D terms here. Yeah. So they spend 10 days in the wilderness, but they only show like 3 days of it, basically.
Yeah, yeah. They eventually... it flashes to Ozen and one of the subterranean bandits, and they're watching them to make sure they're okay. They were told they can't go past the big tree, whatever it was called. Yeah.
And they're like standing on the tree with like telescope and shit.
Yeah.
Looking down on them or whatever.
Yeah, and eventually Riku and Reg, they plot to catch this Otoba so that they have meat to eat for the rest of the time there, and they eventually do it with some cleverly made traps and
Yeah, like they
go-go gadget arms.
They like found some like female animal turd and they like wrapped it in a leaf and then like set the leaf on fire to make it like really smelly or whatever.
That pungent aroma.
Yeah, and then the
yeah.
animal comes running out. And I liked it when Riku popped up and she had the like the apparatus with the helmets on her shoulders.
Yeah.
She turned on the lights and blinded it. And then Reg could like shoot out his arms and grab it. And he had like a rock cantilever or something like that. And it pulled it up and stuck it up against a tree. And then they could kill it and eat it.
Yeah.
They didn't show them like butchering it or anything like that. It just cut from the thing in the tree to them eating it, basically.
Yeah.
Which was interesting anyways. But they come out after whatever, their 10 days and they're just dirty, but it wasn't really that challenging for them. Like they were dirtier and they were hungry-ish.
Yeah.
But they survived pretty well considering everything. Once they come back, they go to dinner and Ozin tells them a bunch of shit about the abyss.
Yeah, information that only White Whistles know.
They don't tell us as a viewer.
No, they sure don't.
What's going on. But they get a bunch of information about what's happening. So as I'm thinking about the abyss in the show, I'm thinking like there must be some other thing besides when you go up, you get sick.
Yeah.
Just Ozin makes me think that you go crazy.
Yeah.
Because she's just crazy, right? Or maybe it's because she's gone up and down. She's
so many
just
times. Yeah.
But the other thing too is like, oh, I never thought like, because they give the pickaxe to
Reg.
Well, they give it to Riku, but Reg uses it.
Yeah.
But they give her pickaxe, Blaze Reap, and they're like, oh, it's a really good pickaxe, but it's like indestructible, but actually it's probably only got a few uses left in it.
It's because it's got some kind of gunpowder in it, some like ever regenerating.
But then I was thinking like, oh, maybe they're finding relics down there that help them come up and down and stuff like that.
Yeah, that could be. I mean,
like,
there's the curse repelling vessel. So.
Yeah, so then it was like, oh, I never really thought like, oh, they're using this shit, because the way they imply it from the earlier episodes is like you find it and you sell it. The end. Because then they say like, oh no, this was like Liza found this, but she bought it before it went for auction.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they could be using stuff that helps them out.
Yeah.
Which I never thought of until this like this in the last episode. Like with Ozin and all her like 1,000 men pins or whatever were in her. You know?
Okay, so this is the inverted force is the bottom of the second layer.
Oh, this is the second layer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the third layer is the Great Fault, which we see next episode.
So yeah, then I was like, oh, okay, they're like gearing up down there with shit. Yeah. And they're using it.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. I never saw that as a thing in the show up to this point, really. Everything else had been like, well, if you keep a relic, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
And everything else gets sold.
Yeah, I think that's just the red whistles.
Well, I mean,
or
but
purple whistles.
I just assumed that was for everything, really.
Anything who wasn't a white or a black whistle.
Yeah. And we get some more information about what sort of Liza's story is and whatever.
Yeah.
We learn about Liza's apprentice, Jiro. Yeah,
he's the guy who runs the orphanage.
Yeah, so he knew about Riku.
Yeah.
And he's like protecting, because I guess people, I don't know like exactly what the deal is, but if they knew who her mom was, she could be
in trouble.
But like, I don't know why she would be in trouble.
Because her mom's famous, a famous white whistle.
And I guess it's because she's at the orphanage, but her mom's alive technically.
Yeah.
But I mean, anyways, there's a lot of things I don't know about this world, whatever. But I think also in this episode, is it? I think, or maybe it's the start of the next one. It's when Ozin's like, "Are you sure that your mom wrote that note?" Because that
was in the 6th episode.
Oh, that was the last episode?
Yeah. This one, she realized the note is a relic.
Yeah, no,
and it was written on a relic.
Yeah.
And the synopsis is saying that Not even Ozen can tear it apart. Another sign that Liza must indeed be alive.
Well, I don't know how that's a sign that she could be alive,
I don't know either.
But it's a relic of some sort.
Yeah.
But is it written by Liza? Because it's used. They said it uses like old weird text or something like that.
Yeah.
And like, why would she write like that?
Ozen said it wasn't Liza's handwriting, but then that was probably a lie as well to get them to fight.
Yeah, I guess so. Just very weird, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, very weird, anyways.
Yeah, they get the Rico gets the Blaze Reap, the pickaxe, and Ozen says to Reg, like, don't use it. Don't use your incinerator, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because everything's going to go bad if you do. And then they get bid farewell from Marlok and the subterranean bandits.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, and Ozen reminisces about a promise she made to Liza long ago, which was to help Riku find Liza.
Yeah, so that's, like, anyways, very weird.
Yeah.
Like, why not just stay around with your daughter?
Right?
So, anyways.
She's got the thing. She's got to go down.
Yeah, and I thought that Marlk was going to come with them, or, like, asked to come with them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that, but it just seemed like it would be something.
Yeah.
But they're just like, okay, bye. Yeah. See you later. We do see Marlk in the next episode, sort of, but not really. When they go on their adventure into the Great Fault.
Yep. The Great Fault.
Episode 9.
Which is like, what, 5 kilometers of just sheer cliff?
Yeah, I was trying to think how deep they were going.
Yeah.
And they're not really that deep, really.
No, it's just like a couple kilometers.
Yeah. So I don't know how deep the abyss goes, but yeah, they're not really that deep yet anyways. But I mean, okay, I say that like as a walking distance, not that far. I guess if I saw a 5 kilometer deep hole, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah. 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 Ooh, it's a 4 kilometer vertical drop down a circular shaft.
Yes.
And there's the way they traverse it is through narrow caves and dens. And so, yeah, it starts at 2,600 meters and ends at 7,000.
Yeah. And this is like sheer cliff face, basically.
Yeah.
And they're going through like little old, I guess, dens of the flying creatures and stuff.
Yeah, and other creatures.
And then they'll go through and they'll like see, oh, there's another hole down there. Let's fly down there using Reg's, like fly, but they'll use Reg's arm to like hold on, whatever.
And the curse of the abyss in this section is vertigo and visual and auditory hallucinations.
Yeah, if you're going up.
Yeah, and you need to be a moon whistle, which is the purple whistle, to get to here.
Ooh, scary. There's a lot of, in the like open pit area, there's a lot of these creatures flying around that will eat anything, it seems, basically. So like Riku sticks her head out and they like fly by like, Arr! So she has to be very careful.
Yeah, the Madoka Jacks.
Madoka Jack. So she decides like, I got to get through here. You know what I'll do is I'll just take like 4 of these cat creatures and just throw them out to distract everybody.
Narratantans.
Very much made to sell a plush animal.
Yeah, they're like super cute, fluffy, bunny.
Yeah, they're like the Ewoks.
Gerbil things.
Basically.
They're like little round discs of fluff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So she yeets 4 of them down there and they can like, fly down into the area. They continue through and eventually they get to like a ship sticking out of the wall.
Yeah.
Of
an
the
ancient boat.
And it was just like, how did this get here? And I mean, Riku's like, oh, is there relics here? And Reg is just like, what's the deal with the boat?
What's the deal with the boat?
Like, he's just like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
So she's looking for relics and she steps in some dookie. And then it's like, oh, actually, this is like a lair of the Madako Jack. And it's like, it attacks them basically.
Yeah.
Reg has to like grab her so she doesn't get eaten. And then he has to like make a decision like, I could hit him with my fist, but he'll just dodge it. He had a lot of time to think about this. It seemed like, I don't know if it was in a split second, but the way it was in the show, it seemed like he was thinking about it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So he decides like, I'll blast him with my juice.
Give him the incinerator blast.
Yeah. Even though he's going to pass out.
Yeah.
Which, why does he pass out? I guess just because it uses
the
so
battery
much juice.
power it uses is too much, and
He needs to upgrade it or whatever.
Yeah, no kidding. And yeah, they're on a like the whole ship is buried, so it's not just like a bit of the ship; it's the entire ship. So then there's below deck, so there's not really anywhere to run.
Yeah, it was very weird. It reminded me of like finding a ship in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, why is it sticking out of the side of an iceberg?
Yeah. But anyway, he blasts the Madoka Jack.
Yeah, and he's like, we gotta go. I'm gonna pass out here, so we have to go.
But then, suddenly...
Yeah?
What the hell are they called?
Crimson Splitjaw?
Yeah, the Crimson Splitjaw comes in.
And it's just conveniently the one they already fought.
Yeah, because it was attracted to the blast, because like, I'm gonna get this thing.
Yeah, you can see like the wound of where he hit it last time.
Yeah,
with his blast.
The first episode.
Yeah. And it's back now to exact revenge on them.
Yeah.
So this is before Reg passes out, and they run down a tunnel, and it's kind of like blocked off by all these furry guys in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And Riku's like, come on, please, let us through. And they won't budge until the Splitjaw like gets really close, and then they're like, oh, time to go. And then they open up the exit, and they fall down like this tunnel thing. And they end up, safe from the Splitjaw, but Reg is like, okay, I'm going to pass out now. Just don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We'll wait here until I wake up. And, of course, Riku's like, yeah, okay. And then as soon as he passes out, she's like, oh, I'm actually hungry, so we're going to keep moving.
Yeah.
So she grabs and drags him along the ground. That's one of the things they said in, like, the previous episode is, like, he's super strong, but he's super light.
Yeah.
So she can carry him.
Yeah.
So she drags him along, and eventually she's getting really tired, but she's, oh, I can smell the fruit.
Yeah, she can smell some fruit.
Yeah, so she is like, let's go, and like ties his arms around her neck or something like that. I don't know. But she ends up on top of like a butthole of this creature. It looks like
the fruit is the barachoka.
Yes.
Barakosha?
Barakocha. I don't know. It's invented.
Yeah.
But she ends up on like the mouth hole on the top of like this purple blueberry monster
that uses that smell to lure in
the little cat guys. So she's standing on this guy's like sphincter, and it opens up and she falls into the stomach basically.
Yeah, an amakagame.
Yeah, and this thing's basically a stomach.
Yeah.
Like nothing else.
and she knows what it is because she saw it in the book.
Yeah. So she pulls out her little knife and like stabs it in the side of it.
Yeah.
And like slices it open, and they come splorging out of the place.
Yeah.
And it dies instantly. That kills the
yeah.
thing. Like one little scratch, it's game over for this thing.
Scratch cuts it wide open.
Well, I mean,
all of its juices fall out.
I mean, okay. With evolution, you would think like, okay, this thing that is literally a stomach would be, I don't know, evolved to have like two stomachs or like something that it wouldn't instantly die.
Yeah.
Because like anything could fall through its mouth hole up top there.
Yeah.
Anyways, it dies.
But then, they're covered in the juice and they smell like fruit. And so the Narutantans are like, oh, hey.
Yeah, we're going to eat you.
We're going to eat you now.
And they all attack her. So she runs away and she falls down a pit and whatever. Yeah. They get away from them. But it ends up being where she fell. She has to go up. So when she falls down, I'm like, okay, whatever, no big deal. And she's like, oh no, I have to go up. The curse is going to get me. And I'm like, whoa, the curse is that sensitive? Like, it was...
Yeah, they said 10 meters. 10 meters is all it takes for the curse to hit.
Yeah, so she's like, I got to get out of here. And like, again, she's a child, whatever.
Yeah.
I would have been like, well, we'll wait till Reg wakes up. Maybe Reg can dig us a hole straight through or something like that. But she's like, no, I'll climb up with Reg on my back. And as she's going up, she has a bunch of hallucinations.
Yeah.
She sees Marlk, and she sees
Ozen,
and she sees her mom.
Yeah. Once she gets to the top, she sees her mom.
And her mom is the only one where she's like, okay, that's cool. I'll go with you. She has a whole like vision of her coming out of the abyss with her mom and like going to see the adoring crowd, and everyone loves them. And they're reunited and everything's happy. But she's like, where's Reg? I need Reg. And then her mom's like, Reg is in the abyss. Don't worry about him. He's done for down there.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I can't. I need Reg. I need him. It's not like at this point, they haven't said like, oh, she loves Reg or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of the implication like that they're, I don't know. Anyways, she needs Reg in her life, basically.
Yeah.
So that's how she breaks out of the sort of vision. She has to go back for Reg. She's like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
And she finishes climbing up the last bit into the area, a clear area where they're back on, like, you could see the chasm or whatever, you know?
Yeah. They're back in the...
But of course, the split jaw is like, ha, psych, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
And Riku's just like, well, game over, I guess.
Yeah.
Not much I can do about it. Reg is out and I can't do anything. And it goes to bite her, basically, but Reg conveniently wakes up right then.
Yeah.
And he, like, runs up and jumps into it and punches it or whatever.
He grabs Blaze Reap.
Well, doesn't she throw...
Can't
Riku
remember.
has it. She's
Yeah.
going to hit him. But then Reg flies in and hits the thing. And then she throws it to Reg. And Reg does, like, the huge, like, uber swing. Hits it with its explosive gunpowder attack. And, like, blows it away. I'm assuming this time it killed it. We don't know. It flew away, like, exploding and stuff like that.
Exploding all the way down
but
the pit.
that doesn't mean that it's dead, you know?
No.
And it falls way down there.
Yeah.
And then they just are like, well, let's continue on. And they can see down to the giant's goblets, which is the next layer.
Giants,
the goblet of
layer.
giants. Yeah. So it's like, wow, okay. They're really moving through this world here.
They do really move through it, which was kind of disappointing to me.
Yeah, you don't really learn. You see stuff about the layers, but you don't really like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't really show you that much about what's going on.
No.
Or how it works or anything like that. Like, they haven't found a single relic this whole time.
No, they haven't really.
No.
Have they? I
There's
mean, they're not
no
really
relics.
exploring caves.
No, but
they tried to find relics here, but of course they found Akagame.
Yeah,
Not
so-
Madoko Jacks, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's... I mean, I guess if they spend a lot of time in every layer, it'd be like the anime would be a 30-episode season or whatever.
Yeah.
Where they had 13 episodes to get to the end of the season, right? So they can't really put that much into it, otherwise it would take forever. But yeah, I'm interested to see like what's going to be coming up next.
Yeah. I'm looking at the fandom page for the third layer because I wanted to see like, you know, how big it was.
Yeah.
And one of the top comment is, who had the balls to drive their pirate ship into the third layer, then subsequently get it stuck on a wall?
Yeah.
And then the next comment is, probably a pirate captain.
Yeah. But it's like, are there flying ships in this world? Like, we haven't really seen that. We've seen the lifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what's going on. Like, how did that get down there?
I don't know.
So maybe there's flying ships. We just don't know about it yet. But like, if you're a pirate captain, what are you going to fly down to that layer and then you're stuck there forever? Like, what's the deal? Like, there's a lot we don't know about the whole world and how it works.
Yep. We're still learning.
Yep. There's 4 episodes left in this season.
Yes. And the last one's a double.
So I think we're going to watch all 4 for the next episode just to clear it up. I'm interested to see what exactly goes on.
It gets crazy.
It gets even crazier.
You thought it got crazy these 3 episodes? Wait till the next episode.
I'm excited to see.
It's uncomfortable to watch.
Whoa, really?
To put it mildly.
Yeah. It starts off as very much like, oh, kids anime, little adventures and everything. But then it's like they throw in a few things like, oh, we're going to hang you up and
string you up naked.
And it's
that's
like,
your punishment.
That's weird. That's very weird.
Yeah.
And then it gets to like, oh yeah, you were stillborn and you're dead and you came back to life and your mom's not actually dead. I just was pretending and blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I can only imagine what it gets after this.
Yeah.
How crazy it gets. So I'm liking it a lot so far anyways.
Yeah, I was watching the next episode. Yeah. I was squirming in the chair a little bit.
Oh wow. Interesting. This show does have the anime things that I don't usually like the crying eyes and the snotty nose and shit like that. But it's so rare, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
And it's in like appropriate times too. Like usually when I don't like it, it's like in Trigun when it would show the crying eyes. It's like because you didn't get your donut or whatever the fuck you like to eat in that show. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I get it. It's a reaction to be a reaction, but I don't like it anyways.
Yeah. That's just the nature of his character.
Yeah, what a terrible character. What a terrible character. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what's going on, but I mean, once that's done, we need to choose something for the next set
Yeah,
of the
we only
weebs,
got one more
the
episode.
weebs and plebes.
So if you have a suggestion, make sure you join the Discord down below, Purple Room Studios, which is where we are currently recording this lovely podcast.
Yes.
And leave us a suggestion.
Use your words, yes.
I try. Doesn't work out all the time.
No, it
but
doesn't.
I try.
Yeah, I don't know I don't really have a suggestion for the next round either.
Nope, me neither.
We did Chainsaw Man and then we're done Made in Abyss. Maybe a movie? Just a
Maybe.
one-off movie might be the way to go.
There's an anime I think we should try.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
I mean, I've watched it before and I absolutely love it.
Vetoed. We gotta do something you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Because everything besides Chainsaw Man, I think you've seen already that we've done.
Almost. There's some I haven't. Like, especially
I know.
in the first little bit.
I saw it last night.
Yeah?
I know what it is. It is Lupin the Third versus Cat's Eye.
Oh, yes. Is that out now?
It was on Prime Video.
Hello.
I saw it.
Oh,
Yes.
that's going to be great.
That's the one we're going to do.
Beautiful. I'm into it.
Yeah, because I enjoyed Cat's Eye. And then Lupin the Third, I enjoyed Lupin the Third as well.
It's going to be Master Thief versus Master Thieves.
Yeah, dude. yeah, we'll do that one.
That's going to be great.
We'll do that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. For anyone listening to this on your podcatcher of choice, be sure to give us a review.
Yes.
You can also watch us record live every other Sunday on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, twitch.tv/StreamVoidPod. That's the name of our other podcast.
Yes, and if you want more of us, make sure you go and check that podcast out.
Yes, please. Search for it on your podcatcher of choice.
Everything.
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything.
And if you have any suggestions of things to watch or topics anime related to discuss, let us know. We're not necessarily just going to talk about what we're watching. We can talk about other things too.
We sure can.
But please let us know what you think. And be sure to rate us 5 stars on iTunes. I finally got it on iTunes.
Finally on iTunes. There you go.
Give me a 5-star rating.
Give him a 5-star.
Finally.
You can give me whatever you want.
No, 5-star too. All 5 stars all around.
Yeah. And yeah, make sure if you like us and want to support us, patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Yes, sir.
Bunch of bonus stuff there, bunch of early podcasts, and yeah, that'll help us help support us doing the things that we'd like to do to put words into your ear holes that you like to listen to.
Exactly. As I said to one of the haters on the comments on the other podcast, we're just 2 guys doing podcasts for fun.
Yeah.
But we'd like to be 2 guys doing a podcast for fun as a job.
It would be nice.
So share us with a friend.
Definitely get us out there.
Let us know what's going on.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks' time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Let's see here.
Baby.
Get good is chunky? What does that mean? Oh, break it up with a credit card. I get it. Put it between a piece of paper,
Cat might
fold
know
it,
a little something about
and then use the
something.
credit card to break it up. Should be less chunky after that. Don't get the cheapest stuff. Could be cut with bad stuff. And tattooed weenie. What's the tattooed weenie? I don't get that.
Tatooine.
Oh, Tatooine. Fuck, I hate Tatooine. I'm so sick of Tatooine, dude. Just send us somewhere else. You know what I mean? So what's the rest of the day's plans for MikeyT33?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I got, everyone's still in town. They kept popping up in the Facebook chat. They're like, oh, we're coming up to visit. Oh, we're doing the visiting.
Oh, on the stream?
Huh?
On the stream?
No, on the Facebook chat.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's going to go visit my friends today.
Okay.
That I went and visited yesterday.
Oh, I see.
But it's also Mother's Day.
Yes.
So maybe I will go out and visit my mother.
Ah, very good.
Stepmother.
Oh, yeah, I better say something to my stepmom, too. I already called my mom this morning. So,
yeah. I mean, she's listening, so.
Is she?
I don't know.
I sent her the link, so who knows? Hello, mother.
Hello, Curb's mother.
I don't know if
Happy
she
Mother's
is. I don't know if she could figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna edit the video up, Get those queued up on the YouTube, ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Takes for fucking ever to
yeah.
upload them. So stupid. And then other than that, I don't know. Probably watch DSP video. Probably.
You fucked up.
I can't help it, dude.
I know.
I can't help it. It's just the way I was made, you know? And tomorrow work. And then Yakuza maybe tomorrow night on stream.
Very good.
I work Tuesday, and then who knows after that. We'll see. We'll see.
Very good.
We'll see what's up. What's today's date? The 14th?
14th.
Where's the calendar? Oh, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. Oh no, I guess this Saturday is movie night. I better find out my movies.
Oh, who's movieing with you?
I think it's solo movie time.
Oh, very good.
Yep. Last weekends were... Oh no, I think we talked about it already. Tiny? Yes, it is. Tiny knows. Even though he missed last movies.
Shame.
He was busy sleeping. He's got those illegal hours.
Illegal hours. You got them streamer hours.
Yeah, basically. So I forgive him.
Yeah.
Can't be there for every stream.
Sure can.
Tiny, good to see you. I don't know how long you've been here, but the stream's basically over now.
Just now. Just showing up.
Yeah.
Got them illegal sleeping hours.
Illegal sleeping hours. We're going to head out here.
Yeah.
Got stuff to do today.
People to see.
But thank you for coming by. Peaks Cat. I've been lurking for a bit. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely do.
I will look for you in the Streamerverse for the next Tiny Pirate Gaming stream. Tinty. Portrait Gallery.
Tinty.
Tony Pizza Gourmet.
Tony Pizza Gourmet. What a
guy.
Pizzeria.
What a pizzeria, exactly.
What a pie.
Exactly. I could use some pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll see you both around. Absolutely, Tiny.
Absolutely.
Say goodnight, everybody.